Hello, everybody. We just dropped a new update on the Steam Playtest. So if you are not aware, there's a free Steam Playtest going on for another 5 days, 10 hours, and 36 seconds. So hop over there. Just updated it. 5 new race trails. What else did we do? Performance and optimization improvements, bunch of bug fixes, tutorial fixes, bunny hop tutorials easier.
Chat improvement. Chat is looking absolutely sick now.
Ooh, new event on Heartwood. Get it. Let's go crank that one out. This is one of the new trails called Heartwood. We added 5 new trails. 4 of them are blues, so you guys get a little bit easier options. Some people are saying the trails are too hard, so we got some easier ones going on. We also did a bunch of stuff with berm detection. So the game automatically detects when you're in a berm and tries to like lean you into the berm, kind of improve that a bit. Also made a setting where you could turn it off and just have all manual leaning. What am I going to be using right now? Because I want to know. Mine's off. I don't know. The top guys think that for racing you need to have it on, but I'm here to prove to them that you probably don't. See if we can get some wins with it off.
What's up, Logan? Already got a how much will it cost question. We're kind of unsure right now. We're thinking like $25 to $35, but that is not set in stone at the moment.
You playing, Hodge, or are you just going to be hanging?
I'm just reading chat.
Word. I feel like it should just get in and do some races.
Might pop in here in a minute.
Yeah, let's see where we're at. See, first place right there. There's probably no one fast playing. Let's see.
Subjects.
So berm detection, we can talk about that. I did release a YouTube video with the updates. I go into more details. So if you want to see like behind the scenes and nitty gritty, you can go check that out. But one thing we improved with the berm detection is we like reduce there's like raycasts that go out to see if there's a berm coming up ahead of the rider. And it used to like look very far ahead, and then it would cause the berm detection to trigger before you even hit the berm. So well before you hit the berm, the bike was already starting to automatically lean in some instances, which was super annoying. So we reduced the amount. I can't clear that thing, dude. We reduced the amount that it looks ahead. So now it should start leaning you just right before the berm, or like as the berm starts instead of super early. Also, we made the leaning, so like leaning back and forth like this, like in switchbacks, much faster. So now you can kind of like really throw the bike around back and forth, and it feels really good when you're on those trails with the tight switchbacks.
Oh, just we're getting a lot of questions on TikTok already. So Vidar, there is a free playtest going on right now. You can get access to this map and multiplayer right now. I think the playtest is going to go until Tuesday, I believe. So you got a little bit to get in there and get a feel for the game. And we're a little biased, but it's really fun. So hop in the multiplayer server. We're going to try to get as many people in there today as possible. We want to stress test the server. So if you guys are on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, go download it on Steam for free. It's called Cranked.
Blake asked, can you do a whip? It's all free physics based, so yeah, you can do, you just got to move the sticks around, and you can like whip and scrub and all kinds of stuff as I make it look bad. I got to figure out how to ride that one section. I saw someone gapping it, and I feel like I can't.
Make it a bit slower for control. Honestly, you can ride as fast or as slow as you want. It's fun either way. We have super easy trails, or we have really hard technical trails. It's really up to you how you want to play. All the camera settings are adjustable, so if you want to lower the FOV and make it look a little bit slower, you can. You can adjust the camera height and all that stuff. So yeah, I recommend getting in there, playing it, get a feel for it, and it's a pretty easy game to pick up, but honestly, there's such a huge skill gap that once you get in there, you'll kind of get hooked on it and try to be one of the fast guys.
Like we're all trying to be. Oh, there we go. Finally hit that one clean. Should be a little bit of an improvement, I think. Yeah. We're still in first by a second. Yes, what's up? Let me crack one of my many beverages I have on my table.
I just popped a Red Bull.
Just finished a Red Bull, moving on a cherry Coke.
Yeah. If I played MX bikes, will this be very hard? No, it's actually pretty easy to pick up. The controls are very similar to MX bikes. We're all MX bikes players, so that's kind of one of our references that we're going for whenever we're making the game. So I think if you play MX bikes, you'll pick this up pretty easy.
This is a new trail. This one is called Heartwood. Just dropped it today. It's a blue trail, easier. We dropped 5 new trails today. 4 of them are blues, which are easier, and then one's a black. Which hopefully we'll get to all of them in the race mode.
Jack, if you want to get this map, we actually have a free playtest going on until Tuesday night. So if you want to get in there on Steam, you can play on PC, Mac, or Linux. Try the free playtest. You have it over the weekend and get in there, get a feel for it. And if you guys are liking the game after the playtest ends, we do have a Patreon where you can pay $5 a month to get access to this map, the Wales map, multiplayer modding. We released modding a couple weeks ago. Starting to get some mod maps in there. So you get a lot for that $5 a month. So
yeah, we'll play
if you
some
just
mod
spend
maps
$50 or more.
too.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll just say we'll play mod maps here in a bit too. Keep going though.
I was just gonna say if you spend $50 or more over the course of your subscription, you get a free Steam key when it's released. So pay $5 a month. Once you hit 50, you get the game for free basically. So
VDAR, we will do a free demo. So around October, the free demo should launch, and we plan to have that up like permanently. So there will be a free demo at some point. It's not on consoles yet, Hugo. We'll do the PC version first, then once PC version 1.0 is kind of locked down, then we'll start working on getting it over on consoles. I just don't know what to do right here. Like, I can't clear that gap. And I feel like that's costing me at least half a second or more. Let me
I haven't tried to hit that one. I just stay low over it on my time from earlier.
I'll try with berm detection on, see if I'm faster.
We do have third person. It's definitely a work in progress. It doesn't look as good as we want it. Actually, it looks pretty bad right now, but that is one of the next things that we're going to be working on is in our quote unquote Steez pass or Steez update. So that'll be coming soon. Third person overhaul with new rider animations, scrubbing, that kind of stuff is going to be sick.
Let's just get wild with it around a little.
Guys, if you want to play this right now, there is a free playtest on Steam. Go ahead and download it on PC, Mac, or Linux. Hop in the server. We're trying to stress test the server today. It looks like we have 31 people in there right now. So I think our record is 65 or around there. So I'd like to get like 100 people in there if you guys want to play right now.
Looks like we're trying to figure out if we increase performance a little. I'm getting like 85, which is probably a little better before, but I don't think it's like a massive increase. It's weird though, because my GPU is only like 60%, CPU 30%. Like, why am I not using more?
Oh yeah, that is kind of weird. Yeah, if you're not utilizing either one of them. Usually we're GPU bound. So, I mean,
whoops.
You also have a 4090, so might not be hitting it as hard.
Yeah. I don't know how to do this section. I gotta figure this out. Whoa. If you guys are just popping in, you can play. The game's called Cranked. We got a free playtest on Steam going on through Tuesday, so happy Memorial Day to everyone, and play some Cranked over the holiday. I'm on the open world map in a new trail called Heartwood. We did 5 new trails, 4 blues, 1 black. I really am excited for this new black trail. It's called Mini World Cup. I'm hoping we can get a vote for that one here soon. You know what we should do is make it so that like when we add new trails, one of the 4 options is always one of the new trails for like 48 hours or something.
Yeah, be nice. How many gigabytes is it? I think we're still under 5 total for all the downloads. Maybe Mac is a little bit higher because it has the ARM version and the x86 version packaged up in a one universal app. I don't know if anyone's playing on an Intel-based Mac. If you are, it's probably terrible for performance, but at least it's in there.
I guess we could just drop that and support the other ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of better time, but still getting beat by Suitin and Tails. You guys had to pop in last minute just to beat me, didn't you? Whatever. Whatever. All right, let's see. Do we get should get voting here soon. If you guys don't know, the way this event system works is you get 15 minutes. Set your best time. After the 15 minutes, there's a 2-minute grace period. Then we go into voting. I can't see the bottom one. What's the bottom one? Can you see? Potholes. Okay. What do I want to do? Potholes could be fun. I want the new ones.
Retro A1, you can reset the tutorial. It resets all your progress right now, so we should probably separate that out. But if you go into the settings menu under gameplay and scroll all the way down, there is a button to reset all your progress.
All right, we're doing the same trail. Yeah, I figured people would vote for this again because it's new. I really got to figure out that one section. I don't understand why I can't clear it.
Jack, his username in game is Joe Mama So Fast. So if you see him, take him out, even though there's no collisions.
Yeah. Oh, so the leaning, we did some changes to leaning. If you're here in the beginning of the stream, we talked about it. But you can lean faster now. But what that did is it also made it way better for scrubs. Let's see if I can hit a jump and try to show you guys the scrubs. But because you can lean faster now, you can really kind of like throw the scrub down. Here we go, right here. Like, come on. They just feel better.
Yeah, that's nasty. Seth, you can play on a controller or controller and keyboard. We recommend controller, but we also do have keybinds for keyboard mouse, and you can also go in there and change them if you don't like the defaults.
Classic understating Panther is beating me. That's unacceptable.
Playtest user.
Is this the game that Doc Reaper is helping make? No. No, it is not.
If I'm not mistaken, Reaper Doc is not on the MTG team anymore. He's kind of doing his own thing.
Interesting.
I think he's working for Deegan now, doing their YouTube thumbnails and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Pretty sick. Zan, I don't know how to say your last name. What are you having trouble downloading? What's wrong? Yeah, I think you just go to Steam and request playtest, and it should download it for you.
You'll get access right away. It's open to everybody. It's not like limited to signups. So get in there, try it out.
Oh, I watched the tutorial 3 times, and I saw it. So you must be on Patreon. So, yeah, I think if you once you subscribe to the Patreon, you just link your itch account, and then we recommend downloading the itch app. It's a little bit easier to keep updated, the game updated.
I'm slow. I don't think I'm gonna try it now again with berm detection off. Trying out a new setting back and forth. I don't know what this bug is too, where one of them stays highlighted. I don't know what that's about.
Is your mouse right there, even though it's hidden?
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
The game name is called Cranked on Steam. If you, we have a free playtest up right now. If you want to go request access to it, you get accepted instantly. You get access to the map that Joe's playing with multiplayer modding. Get to try it out for a few days. I think it goes down Tuesday night. So get in there, pop in the server. We have 36 people in here right now. Let's see how high we can get that right now. So if you want to play, go ahead and hop on in.
It's free 95. Minus 95 cents, actually. I don't want to confuse anyone. They'd be like, wait, it's 95 cents? I can't figure out this section. Hey, Suitin in chat. How do I do it? What's up, part-time gamer PC PS5? It's a great username.
Yeah, we all ride IRL. Joe's a pretty good mountain biker. I do a little bit of mountain biking, but mostly a dirt bike guy. Like pretty much our whole team rides.
Yeah, we all ride something.
Ariel, you do not have any shifting in the game. just all automatic.
Gravity fed, baby. You don't need a shift.
So the game is called Cranked on Steam.
I think I'll do that line instead. That'll probably be faster. Yeah. Instead of hopping.
Not that realistic. I mean, the goal is not really to be realistic. It's to recreate the feeling of actually riding a mountain bike. And shifting is just one of those mechanics that isn't really that fun because you're doing it so much. It's more about the feel of the game rather than, realistically creating every single mechanic on a mountain bike.
We've talked about shifting, and we'll likely add it for other types of modes, but we think for downhill racing like this, it's not super important. I mean, real downhill bikes have, what, like 5-6 gears, and they're barely pedaling during a race. But in the future, we've talked about doing like a cross-country mode where there's a bunch of people riding the circuit track at the same time. I think in a mode like that, it'd be more about shifting and endurance and managing your energy levels and when to sprint, when not to. So I think depending on the discipline of racing you do in the game, the gameplay will change slightly. But yeah, for downhill, we didn't want to like complicate it by adding shifting and other things. You're already thinking about line choice and a bunch of other things. So I don't think shifting really adds much to the fun level. We kind of have a rule here that if it's not fun, we don't add it. So fun is the priority goal. So if something, we're debating between something realistic or fun, fun is going to win the battle. Like some people wanted separate breaks because it's more realistic, but also it's really just not fun. It just becomes another thing you have to manage, and it's kind of annoying. And in real life, like knowing which brake to use just becomes intuitive. Like any high level rider doesn't really think about those kind of things. You just kind of do it. So we're trying to like only require you to think about the stuff that really matters, like line choice, braking, pumping, jumping, scrubbing, all that kind of stuff.
You guys are really spamming chat right now. The game is called Cranked on Steam. We had another good question from Thugmeister. That's a great username. Yeah, modded maps are made with the current version that we're using, which is Unity 6.3, I believe. We have a whole tutorial on our mod.io page and in our Discord. So if you want to get in there, follow along with it, you can use actual modern Unity features. We probably will be updating the version because it's kind of a little bit behind of current LTS. So whenever the next LTS gets released, then that'll kind of be like our final version on 6.3, unless there's something in what is it, 6.4, 6.5, I can't remember which is going to be the LTS version, but unless there's something in there that we need or want, we're probably just going to stick with 6.3.
If they fix the Mac nonsense, dude, I want to upgrade.
Yeah, we'll upgrade instantly then.
It's such a pain.
We are not currently planning VR support. It's something that a lot of users requested, so we might look at it in the future, but right now it is not planned. And TikTok's just chat spam simulator right now. It is not on PlayStation at the moment. We're planning on targeting consoles in the future. We want to get it out on PC first, and once we do that, we'll look towards consoles. Even the game will not be free. We're kind of shooting for $25 to $35. This is a premium PC game, and if we don't charge money, then we simply can't make the game. So that's kind of the target that we're shooting for whenever it launches.
Macho asked a good question. I remember seeing this when it first started. How's it going and what's new? It's a loaded question because we've been moving quickly. A lot of new things. We hired a new artist recently, so now we've got 2 artists on the team. We also have an art intern. Just started, I think, this week. So now 3 artists, including new intern. Tons of new stuff in the game. FPV, I don't know how long it's been since you've seen it, but we have a full-on FPV drone sim. Let's go show you the FPV drone sim. I mean, you can actually use like FPV radio. You exit this race mode. We've added modding. Oh, I need to change my... I was taking screenshots earlier, which if you want to take cool screenshots, you go into drone mode and change the FOV super low. And they look really nice. Tons of trails. We have over 50 trails now. What else is new, Hodge? Multiplayer, new multiplayer mode. I mean, there's just so much stuff.
Modding. I don't know if you said that. You probably did.
Yeah.
Got our first branded gear set in the game right now. That's pretty sick. We got a brand new bike model that was just put in last week, along with the branded gear set. I don't know, dude. Like, we're just like constantly in the project, and everything just is kind of a blur for us right now. So the patch notes are live on Patreon, I believe. You can go look at those for free if you want to see everything that's been added. But yeah, we're constantly adding stuff, and it's hard to keep up with.
But FPV drone, if you guys are FPV pilots or flown FPV in real life, you should definitely try out the FPV drone in here. Try to make it as accurate as we can. I've had other FPV pilots test it and give us feedback. Lots of settings. You can change your rates. You can change like gravity and weight and all kinds of different things. You can customize your radio. But it's pretty fun to get in here and follow people. We do need to work on the smoothing. Like, you know, when you're following people, it's kind of jittery and rubber bandy and stuff, but that's something we know about and we'll fix. Anyway.
I saw a question from Matt. Is this a beta release currently? We are technically still in alpha, but there is a free playtest on Steam right now. If you want to go try it out. I think it'll be up till Tuesday night. So get in here, join the multiplayer server. After that, if you like the game, you can subscribe to our Patreon for $5 a month. Get the game. You get to keep all the builds that you pay for. Earn your subscription time. And if you spend $50 or more over the course of your subscription, you can get a free Steam key when it releases.
Yeah, so we're a small self-funded indie team. We started with just 2 people on the project. We're now up to like 6, including an intern, maybe 7. So we're growing, but we're self-funded. We don't have a publisher, so that's why we're using Patreon. So if you guys like to support small indie teams, you know, all the money to pay all of the staff and everything for this game is coming out of our own pockets at this time, and whatever money we get on Patreon. So that's the point of our Patreon. It's just to help support the project, and all that money goes right back into helping pay our staff.
I'm not going to repeat this username, but we do have a place where you can upload your mods on mod.io. If you just search for the name Cranked, you'll see all the mods that are uploaded there. You can upload your own.
New scrubs.
Ryder, I think it's currently under 5 gigs at the moment, the game.
Oh, it's so slow. What is this? Do you want to script? Oh, get out of here. TikTok's telling me I need a script. I guess it doesn't like what I'm saying.
Matt, if you stream the game, tag us. We'll come watch. Ping us in Discord or whatever. We love seeing people play the game.
Birdshaw doesn't like the video I posted of Birdshaw versus Sutton the other day. We had our best player versus my buddy Birdshaw. I posted a video a couple days ago. Luckily for you, Birdshaw, I don't think that video performed well, so, you know, not too many people saw. But I thought it was fun. Also, you probably could learn some tips if you actually watch the video and the little tool tips I put up. If you read those, Birdshaw, maybe you'll get faster. So really, I was doing you a favor.
How's your pants out of that video?
How do what?
So, asked him how his pants are after that video. It sounded like he had a problem on the start gate.
Yeah, sure did. I wonder if that would be any faster. That's probably going to be way slower, yeah.
Eden, we've been working on this game for a little over a year now. Normally you don't see games in this stage of development, but we're pretty open with everything, honestly. If you guys are interested in...
Sorry, there's a bug on me.
You know, if you guys are interested in seeing how we make the game or have any questions about the development of the game, we're always in Discord. So I believe the link in bio.
Discord.gg/cranked. Also, links are in bio. Hit the little Discord icon and the link in the bio, and that'll pop you over there. Or just search Discord Cranked on Google. It should be the first one. Yeah, we're super active on there. Basically all times of the day. There's someone on the team that's monitoring. Or a mod. Mods are, I mean, honestly, the mods probably do more work than us sometimes. Between Tails and Makai and Jax and all those guys that are helping out. Appreciate you guys. Most of the mods have been around since day one, so they know this project basically as well as we do. Sometimes they know it better than we do. How am I doing so bad?
I see a lot of a few negative questions in the comments. If you guys want to try out the game, it's free on Steam right now. Free playtest. Get in here and try it out. Let us know what you think. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Also, we're still in alpha, less than a year, or a little over a year at this point now, working on this game. So still a lot of things to fix, a lot of bugs, a lot of glitchiness, a lot of things we're not happy with yet. But overall, for me personally, mountain bike rider my whole life, like this is the most fun mountain biking game I've ever played. We're on like a chill, flowy trail here, but once we show you some like techy, gnarly trails, you'll see. That's where Crank kind of stands out from the competition is a lot of the like tech stuff. Trying to do mountain biking justice. All the other mountain bike games, if you really pay attention, the surfaces are always smooth. It's like this. All the other mountain bike games, every trail's like this. Riders Republic, Mavericks, whatever. It's perfectly smooth trails everywhere you go. They might put some obstacles on the path to make it look like something, but no. So we wanted to make a game that actually has rocks and roots and tech. Let me give you a little sample of what I mean. You know, mountain biking's a rough sport. You're going to ride over rough terrain. It's not about smooth trails. So here you go. You got rock gardens, you got roots, you got tech. Got to pick your line. We've got the best trails out of any mountain bike game I ever played. Antgrass used to be a big Descenders modder, but now he's our level designer. And I personally think his trails are the best in any mountain bike game I've ever played. Like this one very much feels like a proper downhill World Cup track. Lots of line choice through these rock gardens and forest sections. Keep dying. Brett says new update sick, Joe. Thank you, Brett. What other questions we got, Hodge?
Just answer this one real quick by Seth. How do I bunny hop on keyboard? Hold down shift to crouch and then press the spacebar to jump. Does this game have a set release date? No, not currently. We have a release date in mind, but I don't think we're making any promises at the moment. But if you want to try the game for free, right now we have a free playtest on Steam. It's up till Tuesday night if you want to get in here and rip.
Got some loam right here. This dark colors look like a loam feel. All the different terrain types have different physics attributes, so I keep missing that gate. So loam's going to feel different than hard pack, and then you got loose pack or loose dirt. You got rocks, you got wood. Look at this Leo Gang inspired little launch into the wall ride. So we're really taking racing seriously, competitive play seriously. We've already got global leaderboards in here. This is a new trail, so there's only 3 people on it. But if we go to like some of the older trails, I mean, like this one has 46 pages, 460 people on Iron Knight. Fledging has 1,000-something people playing. You know, you can come in here and see where you stack up against anyone in the world that's played the game. Pretty cool. All right, let's go see where the event go to. Ooh, a new trail. Downside go. Let's get on it. Another new one.
Eli, currently we do not have any plans to make a motocross game, but the founding members of this team actually worked on Mad Skills Motocross 3. They're the ones who made that game. Oh, and how do you get the game? We have a free playtest running on Steam right now. Up until Tuesday night, you can go there, download it for PC, Mac, or Linux. Then after the playtest, if you like the game, you can support us for $5 a month on Patreon. Get access to all the builds that we release that month. You get to keep them forever. And if you spend $50 or more on Patreon, you get a free Steam key when the game releases in the future.
I don't know where I was going. I'm surprised you didn't plug your own motocross game there, Hodge. What the heck?
Oh, dude, I don't know what's going on with that right now.
I thought I saw someone ask earlier about more track tape. Oh, I think that might have been on Patreon. One of our Patreon members asking, are we going to put more track tape around. Yes. The track tape tool is currently a little annoying to work with, so I think that's why we've all like stayed away from it right now, but I do need to get back in. I want to go through and like look at every race course and put more track tape to help with navigating trails. Like right here, I feel like could use a little bit because there's times when you kind of get confused where you're headed. Nice little short one here. We added some new trails that are shorter. We got scrub. Oh, the scrubs feel good now that we changed that. What am I up in? Third place? Wait, what are we riding here? Down. Suiton's on downhill. Suiton's the best dude in the game. So if you guys see Suiton ripping some trails, you know, try to watch him and learn from him because he is #1 on most trails. I think there's like 3 or 4 that he doesn't have world record on, but all the other like 30 something are probably him. I think we're up to 30. I don't think they'll count again, but I think we're up to like 33 race trails. There's over 50 trails in the map, but I think 33 or so of them are now raceable. Oh, that's a sick little line. I didn't see that line before.
Yeah, that's nice. Brett, technically there's multiplayer on all the maps. We just have the open world running in the server at the moment. I think the plan is to make Wales a modding map in the future. So maybe once we get that going, we'll have a server up with that. The problem is like Wales only has like basically one main line down the whole map, and if you get like 60 people down it, it gets kind of wild probably.
Try to take a weird line in the middle there. I don't recommend that. I think you mean 2 trails and 1 I'm gonna go grab. Oh, you see, Suiton's over like 2 trails, so let's see.
His game name is called Cranked. There is a free playtest running on Steam if you want to go give it a try. The playtest is up till Tuesday night. You get access to multiplayer, open world map, modding if you want to play some mod maps. Get access to the Wales map. Right now, we're trying to get as many people in the multiplayer server as possible. It looks like we have about 50 right now. So if you want to get in here, play some multiplayer with us, do some races, or just explore the map, go ahead and hop on in the server. Just request to join the playtest on Steam, and it should give you instant access to download the game.
Oh, I launched that one. All right, I don't need to hop that high for that. Still learning this trail. It's a brand new trail. First time I'm racing it. It's one of the easier ones. You guys really want your feedback on difficulty of trails, difficulty of the game in general. We're trying to have a nice variety of different trails. We do have like the European style trail rating in the game. So there's green's going to be the easiest, then blue, then red, then black, and lastly will be orange, which is the pro lines. So right now we're on a blue, which is second easiest. All right, see if we can hit this downside clean. Oh, so you don't even really need to hop it.
Edmund Gaming, yeah, multiplayer is currently in the free playtest on Steam. You guys have until Tuesday to try it out.
There we go.
Damien.
We're in second now. I need to
Damien,
turn.
long live LCQ, dude.
Need to turn back. There we go. Just download it. How do I join you guys? Just hit multiplayer from the main menu. And we're currently in the event. So if you hit start on your controller and tab over to the events and just hit join the event, you will be racing on the same trail as us. And this is actually a pretty good trail to learn on. You can skip the whole tutorial if you don't need it.
Jackson, no, it is. We're not really planning on releasing on VR. We get a lot of people that ask that question, so we're kind of thinking about it for the future. But currently, we have no plans to release a VR version. Brett, is there going to be any customization with gear, bike looks, and colorways? Yeah, we're going to be working with real life brands for clothing and bikes and stuff like that. We probably won't get like super in depth with bike customization. We might have some different parts that you can swap out. Nothing too crazy.
There would be a lot of different complete bikes though. So we're partnering with real bike brands, and like the Frameworks bike is already in the game. So you'll be able to select from different complete bikes and change colors of parts and things like that. Jonah says you should make maps that are in different environments, like jungle or desert. That's the plan. So our maps are huge open world maps. You could see. Let me go fly up here a little bit. So you can wander around here. You can do what you want. You're not locked into anything. There's going to be tons of different challenges and like a whole kind of career mode based on this big open world. There's already over 50 trails. If we open up the map and zoom out, all the trails aren't even mapped yet. I mean, it looks kind of crazy because all the people. I need to make these dots smaller. But you could see just how many trails are all over. Cedric's currently working up in these regions where there's not much. He's kind of been going from base down or base up. But yeah, I mean, like this zone, look at all these trails. So massive open world. First one's forest environment, obviously. Plan for the next one is to do kind of like a tropical vibe that's going to have a bunch of urban downhill stuff. And after that, I think we want to do desert. But we've also just added modding. So now other players can go and mod. And we've got a lot of cool mods in the works. Some people doing some stuff like some kind of Wales vibes. We got some like Alpine, Ridgeline type vibes going on. There's all kinds of different styles of mod maps being created.
It's just Novak. Yeah, you can pretty much adjust any camera setting that you want to. FOV, height, tilt, roll. We also have a setting for lock to bike, or not lock to bike. Makes the camera a little bit more dynamic. I think there's still some stuff that we want to add to the first person camera, but we're gonna really be hammering out the third person camera soon in our Steez update, which will be coming a little bit down the road. Probably get some first person camera tweaks in there as well. Awesome sauce. Yeah, we still have like a ton of work to do on the modding tools. We just got like the minimum viable version out. I wanted to get some of that stuff updated for this update, but honestly, we've just been chugging really hard at this playtest the past couple of weeks. So hopefully next week I'll be able to get in there and fix some of these bugs that people are having. Get mods working on multiple platforms instead of just a platform it's built on. So yeah, more modding improvements are definitely coming.
I lost it all because I hit that grass patch. So grass will slow you down. It's a little bit, kind of want to avoid the grass. Lesson learned there. What's Brian saying? In case it has to do with the stream. No.
No, if it's glitchy, are you in the multiplayer server? Because we've kind of been trying to get it a little bit more performant. If there's a lot of people in the server, it's a little bit harder on your computer. But if you're just playing a single player, you should be able to run it pretty good if you have a decent computer. It's something that we're trying to improve. We know it's really annoying to get in here and not really be able to play with a bunch of people.
If you've got a decent gaming rig, it should be fine. Like, my computer's pretty good, and I can be in here with as many people as possible, and it's always been fine to me and feels good. But kind of getting close to the limit, like I'm sitting here at 60 FPS. I don't understand why it's only using, we gotta figure it out. It's only using 50% of my GPU. It's gonna be down. Yeah. And these shorter trails, it's hard to make up time when you only got 46-second runs. And that turn feels so much better now that we've sped up the leaning. Like turns like that feel so good now.
Sea Snowboards, yeah, you can play it right now. We have a free playtest up on Steam. It's running until Tuesday night. So get in there, try it out. You can download on PC, Mac, or Linux. And if you want to keep playing after the playtest period, if you support us on Patreon for $5 a month, you get access to the game. You get to keep all the builds that you paid for during that month forever. And if you spend $50 or more during your subscription on Patreon, you get a free Steam key when it's released. Game is called Cranked.
What do we got here? What do we got? Come on.
Too smooth. Yeah, we've had multiplayer for a while now. Like honestly, probably 4 months now, maybe longer than that. This is the first time it's been introduced to the playtest version, though.
Ooh. All All right. Oh, I'm at second to Sutton, which basically means I'm first because no one beats him. Hell
You're close to his
yeah.
town too. You're only 400s back, 4 cents back.
It's not so bad.
Is there a rough plan on release dates? Maybe a couple of years. I'm not totally sure, so maybe I'll let Joe answer that one. I know it's sooner than you think.
Sorry, allergy season really messes me up. Release date, Chad. We could talk about that. These are all just like numbers I'm gonna or dates I'll throw out that are hopes for things, but you know how game dev goes, stuff gets delayed. So plan is that we want to do early access on PC on Steam December this year. And we'll see how long early access lasts. But the plan is probably just do it for a short period, a few months, and then have early 2027 1.0 version come out on PC. And then about 6 months later, hopefully next summer, console versions would drop. But we plan to work on this game for a long time. So 1.0 is just kind of the start for us. It's kind of, you know, going to have downhill racing, 4 different bike types. We'll have downhill, enduro, trail, e-bike. And then after 1.0 launch, we want to add things like dirt jumpers, animated tricks, you know, maybe a cross-country mode, maybe like a bike packing adventure mode. All kinds of different ideas we've got for the future. So 1.0 will just be the beginning. Dude, if I could beat Sutton right now.
Is this vibe coded or custom coded? So I'm actually the programmer on the team, and I write like pretty much all my code. We do use AI for a couple little things here and there for like boilerplate, but it's definitely not vibe coded.
Yeah, all the founders of this company, including myself, we all come from working on the Mad Skills games. So if you guys ever played Mad Skills Motocross or Mad Skills BMX mobile games, you know, all those games combined have 250 million downloads. So we've been doing this for a long time. I'm not a programmer, so I help out a little bit with some vibe coding here and there, but people still calling it vibe coding. I feel like that term has been kind of phased out.
Yeah, it looks like it, I guess. Yeah, I agree. Like vibe coding can be pretty good sometimes, but I think you kind of need like a solid foundation. To actually make something that's scalable. You can make something that's really quick, but it's liable to break in the future. For games, it's actually really good. I think if you're working in like Unreal Engine with like visual scripting or blueprints or whatever, it's not really that useful. But if you're writing like plain text code like C#, C++, it's pretty decent, I found. Cole, currently there is no tricks in the game. We plan on adding a few later on down the road, but I mean, you can do like backflips, 360s, underflips, dip threes that are pretty fun. So all physics-based tricks, but nothing like like suicide no-handers or can-cans or whatever.
I need to make it so in drone mode, the animation stuff comes back. Because I think right now, is it based off where the player is on the bike? Because I think if I get really close, like, I guess it works. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it might be based on player position. So yeah, we should probably
there should probably just be like a greater distance when you're in drone mode. All right, I'm waiting for voting to open up for the next race. If we don't get one of the new ones, I think I'll just go session a new one anyway. And then at some point, I get carried away and the time flies by in these streams. But at some point, I want to go play mod maps. How did you have you got to take off at a certain time, or are we kind of down to
I'm
go until we want to go?
If you want to go till 2 in the night, I'm in.
Whew, I don't think I got that in me. Are y'all making fully customizable bikes? Because I feel like all mountain bike games are missing that. No, not fully customizable. Right now we have the Frameworks bike. So our plan is to partner with real brands and put real branded bikes in the game. In the future, I'd like to do more customization, but we have a very small team. We had one artist up until just recently. Now we have 3, and one of those is an intern. But for a studio our size with only a handful of people, it's not really like feasible to have fully customizable bikes with like thousands of different parts you could swap, because I mean it would take them years just to make all that stuff. So we're gonna do the best we can, and as the game expands, you know, and we can expand the team, maybe we'll expand customization. Downside. Oh, Roy G Biv is a new one. What's this bottom one? Oh, that's Mini World Cup. Yeah, I want that. I want that. Yes, dude, I was hoping for this one. I'm excited actually. This is like my new favorite trail, Mini World Cup. Just added to the game today. So we will wait for the event to start right now. Here we go, Mini World Cup.
So why can't you get paper wings, dog? I feel like that should be easy for you.
Oof, that rock garden just really tossed me. Someone knows the lines already. Look at him taking that cut.
Oh, I found some sneaking lines on this earlier.
Really?
Yeah, someone probably already blew past my time though.
Like, I think this line right here is nice because you can get high and then just bounce down.
If you go on the inside of the tree, it's like super smooth. You won't hit any rocks.
I'll have to check that out.
That's what the game is called Cranked. You can find it on Steam. Join the free playtest. Hop on the server. We only have 41 people on the server right now, so let's see if we can get like around 70. That would be sick.
A wall tap? Yeah, I'll wall tap it. We have pretty forgiving crash detection type stuff just because it's way more fun to send things everywhere. So you're saying right here you do what?
Go to the inside of the tree. You're hitting the outside.
Yeah, but can you get as high on the inside?
No, but it's like super smooth though. There's no rocks. Okay. Bassett, there's nothing to buy in the game right now, but if you want to support us, you can pay $5 a month to get the game, and you get to keep all the builds that you pay for during that month to play forever. If you spend $50 or more on the on Patreon, then you get a free Steam key when it releases.
Oh, this trail's
but the
so
free
fun.
playtest is only running until Tuesday night, so.
I love this section too that I screwed up. But these jumps are so fun for the new scrubs. Just don't scrub it too deep. Like that one was almost too deep. Then you got this little kicker. Send it low. First place. Let's go.
Oh, son, should we reset the leaderboard on Paper Wings then? If you can't beat that time? You said it's impossible now.
Yeah, I think it changed. So they're saying it's because when Cedric changed that trail, apparently it's slower now. So we might need to reset it on that leaderboard.
Bet I'm gonna go do it now.
Oh, I tried to go inside and hit the tree.
Duck's gonna be so mad.
I think before Isaac on Merida. I don't know. I think before your beta, you will need to optimize lag even more. Yes, absolutely. When you guys say lag, I'm curious what you mean by lag. Are you talking about your own lag, or are you talking about other players look laggy to you? Like we know that other players look laggy. It's actually not like a networking thing or a performance thing. It's something else related that we need to figure out. Or if you're talking about like for you, it's laggy and it doesn't play smooth. That was so slow. Game doesn't lag for me at all, but I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of lag during multiplayer. Yeah. Your FPS is really bad. Have you tried in single player? Here, let me give you some tips on better performance. So you want to go to video. First, you want to make sure your resolution's good, especially if you're like playing on a Mac. A lot of people on Mac don't realize that your Mac, like laptop resolution, is ridiculous. So this is going to try to go to your native resolution, which is going to be way too much. So if you're on Mac, turn this down to like 1080p. Or if you're having issues anywhere, turn it down to 1080. You can try VSync on or off, see if you get anything there. Cap your FPS. If you cap it to like 60 or something, you'll probably get a little bit better. Obviously, you can turn down your quality of your graphics, turn off fog, post-processing, shadows. You can turn off all that stuff. Your LOD bias is like how far of a distance stuff loads in. So if you turn this down, you'll get better performance. Your train pixel error is the opposite. Turn this up and you'll get better performance. And if you do all those things, you should get something decent. The game is not going to run on a computer that's not meant to play games, though. Like, this is a game at the end of the day, and it needs a gaming rig. So, you know, we've had people say it doesn't work on a MacBook Neo or whatever, but, like, if you're playing on some computer with integrated graphics, it's probably not going to run too well.
All right, Paper Wings is free for the chasing.
Nice. It'll run on a gaming rig potato. Like, if you've got a really old gaming rig, like we've had people playing on some old stuff, especially if you're just playing open worlds in single player, you can easily get, you know, 60, 100 frames or whatever. Runs on Steam Deck. How do you squash or scrub? It's all with the sticks, really, so you kind of just want to push them forward if you want to squash. If you want to scrub, you want to just kind of lean the rider over on a jump like this. So you kind of just move both sticks to one side. But, you know, there's no canned animation, so it's not like you're doing a certain button press and then an animation's playing. It's all just free physics. So you kind of got to just get the hang of it, throw the sticks around, practice different things, and just, yeah, figure it out. It's cool seeing so many people ripping the same trail. All right, let's try your inside the tree line. See, I don't like it. I feel like when you go high, I can come down and like jump over half that rock garden. I don't know. Maybe I need to try that line more. Why does your screen go black when you try to join the game? I don't know. How'd you get any ideas there? Are you muted, Aj? I don't hear you.
Yeah, I am. Sorry about that. Yeah, Lane, curious what your PC specs are. If you're playing on a Windows computer, Linux, you might need to update your graphics drivers. But if you want to join our Discord, share your player log with us. I think there's a section maybe in the Discord that tells you where the player log is at. Maybe. Not, I'll make one.
Brilla Baker says, why are you guys copying Descenders? Let's talk about that. This game feels very different from any of the mountain bike games on the market, including Descenders. I've been mountain biking pretty much my whole life. I've been playing Descenders for a long time. None of the mountain bike games on the market really satisfied me when it came to trying to replicate what it actually feels like to ride a bike. You know, Riders Republic, all these games. I was always excited when they came out, played them for a little bit, and just kind of feel like I got let down. So none of them focus on competitive racing. That's kind of meant to like replicate World Cup racing. None of them have tech, rocks, roots, proper trails, single track tight trails. It's all these like gigantic, wide, smooth highways of dirt. You know, besides maybe some one-off mod maps here and there in some of the games. Descenders is procedurally generated maps, and it's like a roguelike type deal, where ours is all handcrafted trails, because we believe the handcrafted trails always ride much better than procedurally generated ones. We're also open world environment. You know, currently we're at 50 trails in this one map. There will be more by the time the game releases. It's not procedurally generated. The core loop's completely different, and the physics are very different. So the physics here, like I said before, that, you know, focus on riding tech and rough trails, but also you have a lot more control. You don't slide around everywhere. Like for me, Descenders feels icy and slippery, and I don't ever feel that way on my real bike. So we wanted this game to kind of make you feel like a top level pro, and just kind of be riding at an elite level, and not get frustrated by sliding around, slipping around. Obviously there's still traction slip because you can break traction in real life, but overall it's a lot more grippy, responsive. You have a lot more control over the bike and the rider in this game. And it's just very different. Our main level designer, Cedric, was a big Descenders modder, and he has over 4,000 hours in that game. And even he will tell you that these games are very different. Descenders themselves even have commented on our post and replying to people saying the games are very different. So we haven't copied them. We haven't stolen anything from them. We have all of our own custom physics and everything. The only similarities are we're both mountain bike games and we're both being made in Unity. But just because you're made in Unity doesn't mean you're going to play the same. I think about 51% of Steam games are made in Unity. So, you know. Free playtest though, so if you want to try it out for yourself, if you're a Descenders player, you can hop in and give it a spin and see what you like. Might not be for everyone. Some people might prefer Descenders. If you like more free-ridey, arcadey, gigantic gaps, and kind of crazy stuff, you might stick with Descenders. But if you want more of like a hardcore racing, World Cup, competitive vibe, Crank definitely exceeds at that.
No username. It is available on Mac. It is available for ARM-based Macs as well as Intel-based. If you're playing on an Intel-based Mac, it's probably not going to run very well. But yeah, give it a try on Steam. Free playtest. It is not just first person. We also have a third-person camera, but honestly, we kind of think it's garbage, so we're actively working on a new one. I don't think we've shown anything publicly yet, but it is coming down the pipeline.
Man. Here's a preview of third, but this is not the work in progress one. Tobias, one of the co-founders, the inventors of Mad Skills Motocross, and awesome programmer. He invented Mad Skills Motocross, the physics engine and everything. He's currently working on a better third-person camera for us. We're playing in the multiplayer mode called Fast Time, and you get 15 minutes to set a fast time. And we're on a brand new trail called Mini World Cup. It's a new black trail. We added 5 new trails to the game today. There's actually more than 5, but only 5 that have racing in were actually added to the map. But if you go wander around, you'll find other new trails as well. Man, you had to put a tree right there, didn't you?
X3 Steel. We do have some more bike models coming down the pipe. I think we're just waiting on CAD files, and once we get those, our artist Damien will go in there and model those, and hopefully they'll be in the game pretty soon.
Why do you go so fast? Well, that's because we're trying to go as fast as we can because we're racing. Compared to Suitin', I'm slow. So, you know. Oh, that was actually a sick line right there. 2.4 up at the first split. Let's lock it in. Just doing some Jackson Goldstone gaps. Don't worry about me, guys. I lost so much time in that split. Man, that section's hard for me to nail. Leo gang. I love that wall ride. I need to hit that berm wider. I think you could probably carry some speed through it that way. This game is very much about line choice and like dialing in your lines just like real life. Memorizing the track, figuring out where you can shave off a few tenths, and then trying to put it all together. Unlike me right now. This game looks good, but how will you win other competitors like Descenders? We just talked about that for like a good 5 or 10 minutes right before you came in. But I'll just give you the short version. There's a free playtest on Steam right now. So if you have Steam, go try our game and you'll see how it compares. It's very different than Descenders. Totally different vibe, different feel, different goals in mind. Yes, it's mountain biking, but it's much different.
I think maybe the win, quote unquote, is probably not the right word for that. I think what we're going for is creating the mountain bike game that we want and that other players might want as well. Not really set out to compete
Yeah.
head to head. Just want to make a good mountain biking game.
Yeah, I think all the different mountain bike games each have their own pros and cons and cater to different audiences. You got Riders Republic, which has got a lot of things that the other games don't have. You got Descenders, you got Mavericks, and they all bring something to the table. But for me personally, I like a game that has more realistic style trails. I want tech, I want rocks and roots and single track. I want World Cup style trails, and I want to feel like I'm in full control of my bike and my rider. I don't want to ever feel like the game screwed me over or like I'm just frustrated. And some of those other games, they frustrate me. Animation based games frustrate me because you're always waiting. You do a button press and then you're waiting for the animation to play, and there's always a little bit of a delay. We wanted something free physics, grounded in reality, but not at the cost of fun. So fun is priority. And we just wanted to kind of capture the vibe of going out riding with your friends and hitting the bike park up. It's open world. So I don't know, different goals for our game. All right, well, that was slow.
The Steel said, "Will I have to buy it if I have it already?" So if you just have the free playtest on Steam, you will have to buy it. But you can support us for $5 a month on Patreon. Get the game that way. You get to keep all the builds that you pay for that month for forever. And if you spend $50 or more on the Patreon, you get a free Steam key when the game launches.
That was wonky. I need to figure this section out there. That would have been better.
We have a no name on music app, one map ? Yeah, currently, well, we actually have two. This is our main map. It's open world. We have a ton of trails on here. Are we approaching 50 now, or
there's over 50?
Yeah, so a bunch of stuff to ride. We also have the Wales map, which is a replica of Hardline Wales. And we did have our demo map, but we ripped that out last week because it was just bad. Not to mention all the mod maps that are getting created right now by our players.
Yeah, there's no shortage of things to do and things to write. There's still stuff in here that I haven't explored that and I'm making the game, so it's kind of crazy. Brendan wants to know if there's going to be a soundtrack in the game. We haven't really kind of dealt with the music stuff yet. Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit, but problem with a soundtrack with licensed music is it costs money, and we're broke indie devs. And also then like streamers and content creators can't really do anything with it. So we probably will do like we've done in other games and get custom music made just for us. But we'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh, there's so many people. That's crazy, dude. How many people are in the hut?
16.
King Logan, this is kind of a good question. Once the game comes out, how often will updates and new content come out? It's kind of hard to say like once the game releases, but I think we're on 6 weeks with 6 releases. So we update the game very frequently. So I think the plan is for this to be kind of a forever game. So gonna keep updating as long as people are still playing.
I would say you could expect at least one significant update a month once the game is launched.
Game name is called Cranked. You can find a free playtest on Steam. The free playtest will be up till Tuesday night. Then afterwards, if you want to keep playing, you can support us for $5 a month on Patreon. Get all the bills that you paid for that month for free forever. And then if you spend $50 or more on the Patreon, you get a free Steam key when the game releases. Nick, what do you believe is the game's biggest flaw at the moment? Honestly, just straight up, there are a ton of flaws. A lot of physics issues, a lot of camera issues, rider animations we don't like. So we are aware of all those, and they're in the plans to fix. But honestly, we have a super small team, so it takes a little bit of time. But honestly, we're kind of moving at a pretty fast pace, I would say, for a team of our size. So just kind of a matter of time before we get to those.
I'll go try out some of these mod maps. All right, this mod map's by Sutton. Fastest player in the game. Wait, okay, this drops down this way. And then what else do we have? So it looks like we got 2 lines right now. We're gonna go through a couple different mod maps. Some of these guys have updated their mods, so I want to see what the updates are all about. Ooh, I like this trail. See, this feels like slow. A lot of people wanted like slower pace. I feel like this trail does kind of have a slower vibe to it. A lot of the speed in the game is really dependent on what trail you're on and skill level and a bunch of different things.
Yeah. VX Rex Clip says, really bad looking game and bad feeling, not gonna lie, just trying to be honest. I played the playtest version and it felt so empty. I respect your opinion, but I'm just curious, what feels empty to it about to you?
And was it this new playtest version or the old one? Because we just dropped the new one last week. That feels much more full than the old one.
We obviously respect everyone's opinion, and we just we want to be better at everything we do. So if you could give us some feedback on what you don't like about it, we'll take that into consideration and fix it if we feel it needs fixing.
Can you play one of Linus's maps? I would love to, but the problem is right now we've got a bug where if someone puts a mod map up on a different platform than you, it doesn't always work, and he uses Linux, so unfortunately right now his mod maps don't work for me, but we're working on a fix. Dude, this is some chunky stuff. I like your little flowers you got though here, son.
You said you skipped the whole section.
I did?
Yeah.
I mean, guess you're bad level design, dude. Just kidding. Let's go rip it again. I don't know what section I skipped, but
Rabo, don't know how to say your name. Currently, you cannot play this on Xbox, but we have plans to release on console in the future. Don't have a specific release date for that yet, though.
I like these berms, how they're kind of chunky. Makes them feel more like a proper berm and like a World Cup track after it's been kind of rutted up.
Paranoia on YouTube, if you're talking about us, we're also reading TikTok chat. I keep saying the names of the platforms. I probably shouldn't do that. Get a shadow banned.
Yeah. Whoops. Whoops again. All right, where's the part that I missed? He says I missed the whole section. I feel like I'm
Nick,
not missing.
You're not able to customize your router yet, but that's kind of like our last main feature that we want to implement. Obviously, we're going to keep adding content in the future, but kind of our last big system that we need to implement, and that will be coming, I would say, within the next month or two, probably.
It was on this trail, he says. All right, let's see. What did I miss? Am I still skipping a section? Because this feels the dirt path I'm supposed to go. This feels like I'm doing the right thing. Dude, this part's crazy with the leaning. You just did it again. Well, then it ain't my problem, dude. It's your problem. Fix your trail. If every time I'm going the wrong way, it's probably a trail issue.
Yeah, Juju, this is our game. We made it from the ground up from scratch, our own custom physics. Our level designers, Antgrass, made a whole bunch of Descenders mods back in the day. He's our main level designer, made all the bike models and stuff. So it's a lot of work, but we're having a blast making it.
It's probably this section you're talking about. I'm supposed to go through here. Yeah, well, block it off with some rocks. Brah.
Yeah, game name is called Cranked. There is a free playtest on Steam. We actually extended it this week, and it'll run through Tuesday night. I don't know what date that is.
Here we go. Let me take your section. So you're supposed to go through here. There you go. Is that what you wanted me to do? Overall, though, these trails are fun, so I'm digging them. I like the look. I like the textures. I like the flow. Good job. All right. More mod maps. What else has been updated? Because how come
I
some
don't.
of these
I
don't?
haven't been able to play any of these, dude. I really want to. Been working too much.
I think this one was updated.
Brennan said, I'd love this to get big enough that I see my local trails as mod maps." Honestly, I think most of the modders are making their locals, so I'm sure one day you might be able to get in here and ride your local trails. Or if you want to, you can try creating them yourself. It's easier than you think. Uh, I know Joe was never really like a trail builder, but he got in here, learned it within a couple weeks, and
Yep.
honestly makes some sick trails. So definitely doable.
You know, I was able to make that Red Bull Hardline replica after a couple weeks of messing around. So if I can do it, you guys can.
Jack said Out Playground got an update.
Yeah, I'm going to hit yours up too for sure. I knew that he had fixed some stuff in this one that I haven't played yet. That's cool. That's
Brendan
cool.
said, "What software do you use to make maps?" I think Pancras just sculpts in Unity, but honestly, whatever software you can find to build a height map, Photoshop, Blender, anything that can produce a grayscale image. But honestly, the Unity sculpting tools are pretty good. So you get in here, sculpt the Unity terrain, and get some pretty decent results.
This is pretty cool. Got a little
Yeah, it's sick.
cave.
Kind of reminds me of the cattle ground or whatever it was going backwards.
Jumps could use a little smoothing and like sculpting polish, I think, but otherwise, flow's pretty good. I dig it.
Nexus Place. I'm not sure what the map name is called, but it's one of the mod maps.
The one we were just on?
Yeah.
That was this one. It's by Cactus.
Little Carpathians?
Little Carpathians. Yeah, that's a good one. Yo, what up, Branko's Fast? What up, Nick Mates? I missed you earlier. But now let's go check out Jax's trail, one of the OG community members here. This is one that's totally different style, different vibe, but it's looking pretty gnarly. I feel like it's a G Atherton. Oh my goodness, look at this. Mountain zone. What does this say? Your bike has brakes, use them. What do we got over here? Warning, the trails on this map are very difficult, but every trail has at least one line that if you hit it right, works very well and is super smooth. So don't be discouraged if a trail seems to be not working. Just try again and adjust. All right, Jax. Let's try it.
Dude was sending some gnarly yaps on this the other night.
Okay, hit that first try. That was sick. I don't know where I'm going. And I'm terrified, but that's okay. That was cool. I like how you just kind of like flow and find lines.
Kyle said, when's it dropping? You can play the free playtest right now. It's running till Tuesday night. Get in there, try the multiplayer, try the modding, try all the new trails we add. We're actually adding trails at like a crazy pace right now. So, and then afterwards, after the playtest, if you want to keep playing, you can support us for $5 a month on Patreon. Get access to all the builds that were released that month forever. If you spend $50 or more over the course of your subscription, you'll get a free Steam key when the game launches. Brett said, how do I go about creating a mod map? We actually have a guide on our mod.io page. Antgrass also created some videos on YouTube. If you search up the link to YouTube, I think they're linked. So you can go on there and figure out how to do it. It's pretty easy. Brody said bike looks way better now. We actually, our new artist Damien, he redid the entire thing last week. So yeah, it's looking a ton better actually.
All right. I wanted to see. I want to scope out some lines. Up on the D-pad, I'll enter drone mode if you guys didn't know. Yeah, we got to figure out how to get up to those lines. I think I want to try to take... Okay, so I see bounce off of that, off of this. All right, let's try that.
Podmax said, will you add special bikes like an extra long bike in the future? I don't know if that one specifically is planned, but yeah, we have a bunch of different bike types planned, like dirt jumper, BMX bike eventually, tandem bike, paragliding bike we've kind of been joking about, but would kind of be sick. So definitely some things that we want to do in the future, but right now we're kind of focused on the current bike types that we have: downhill, enduro, trail, e-bike, and then the others will come later on. Joe, what's your favorite jump line trail in the open world?
Whoa. That's a good question. Let's go back to it. Favorite jump line trail. Yeah, we can go show you some. We just added new ones. So I think if you're new to the game and you want a good jump trail, hands down, I think right now the best one is Trolley Problem. We just added it today. There is a lot of easy lines, but there's also a lot of like side hits. Really fun to just kind of like get playful with it. You could do it in race mode or not. You don't need to be in race mode. But it's easy to fast travel via the leaderboard menu that way. But like, you know, look at this. Like there's just side hits everywhere. So this trail I think is super fun and flowy if you want something more on the easier side. Let me get through it, and then I'll show you if you want something on the hard side what you should try. Which I think would probably be maybe the Sandersons or Rock Merchant.
Everyone hates Rock Merchant, but honestly,
Dude,
it's one of my favorite trails right now.
They hate it because they can't get through it.
Yeah.
But once you
get the jump line, dude, it's so nice.
Oof, should have popped. Did not pop.
If you want really big air, there's a trail by Sandersons. I don't know if it has a name right now,
yeah,
but
we can hit that one too.
It's got a massive quad on it, dude. Super unrealistic, but it's so fun.
Yeah, so this one is Trolley Problem. I highly recommend this one if you just want like a fun, flowy jump trail. One arm scissor lower is another fun, flowy, beginner-friendly jump trail. Smaller jumps than this one. Oh, come on, stay on, because we got a run going. We got green lights here. We'll take this right into the other one. One arm scissor lower. It'll connect right in. So there's that one. I'm going to hold B to exit race mode. Take a little cheater line, jump over the braking bumps, and then here's one arm scissor lower, which is another fun beginner-friendly jump trail. Just aim for the left of this rock, and it'll drop you right into it. All of these are rollable. Like every jump here is rollable. There's no big gaps, but you can gap into everything. You can learn how to like jump into berms. See what I mean? I put these wooden bridges here so you can gap the wooden bridges or you can roll them. There's some really fun like berms and kind of like jumps out of berms into other berms. So it's another beginner-friendly jump trail. And then we'll go to the bottom, and I'll actually show you guys how the lifts work. The lifts aren't visually in here. We removed them for performance reasons, but we're going to be bringing them back. But you can take the lifts up. They just don't You just can't see them. So like this is lift 1 right here. So if you fly up here or ride up here, you'll see a prompt to join the lift. We're going to go blast over on the e-bike to lift over here so I can show you the Sandersons and another one. We could fast travel, but I find it more fun to kind of navigate the map the way we intended people to navigate it. So that would be this chair lift. Now we'll go back to downhill. And this is, I'll drop a marker by holding down on the D-pad. Here's the Sandersons right here. If we open up the map, you can see it on the map. So it's the pro line. Orange is the hardest, which is pro line. So that's the Sandersons. That's where we are. If I zoom all the way out, you can see we're up in the top left. So we're going to hit the Sandersons. This is hard. So if you want hard jump trail, this is what you want. I won't even probably make it through this in one piece. It's huge. This trail's got big hits, and then I'll show you the one next to it. Sorry, I'm not getting steezy, but it's just hard for me to get through the trail, so I gotta lock in. Here we go. We'll throw a little whip here for you.
Nice little oppa there. Asylum asked, did you guys do anything with the gravity in this update? It feels like I'm getting way more air now. I don't think we did. You're probably just getting better at the game, honestly. Once you get really good, you can start boosting everything.
Get onto the e-bike to gain my speed back. You can change bike types with the keyboard numbers 1 through 4. They don't change the look of the bike yet. It's just physics. We're kind of testing, tuning the different bike types. Dude, this on an e-bike actually rips right now. All right, I'm going to switch back to downhill. So we're still on the Sandersons. It's a long trail. We're still not even close. See if we can make it all the way to the bottom. These are really fun, especially with the new leaning. We improved the leaning in this update. It's faster, more responsive. Just trying to push through these jumps because you don't need that much air. Hit this one high on the left side so we can get that angle coming down. Opposite of this one. I think I need to pop a little bit here. I think this is the one that goes onto the wood. No, not yet. I feel like the one that goes onto the wood I always screw up. It's that one because it looks like you're supposed to angle to the right based on the way the terrain is, and you're not. All right, we might make it to the bottom, you guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's all right. I think we can salvage. We were cruising. But this is like the biggest mega line, I think. Well, there's some other ones, actually. There's some crazy mega lines in this game. So that's the Sandersons. Then it connects into this other trail, and that's the end of it. Let's go back up. Just to the left of the Sandersons is this one. It's unmarked, not this one. Like right here. It's unmarked, doesn't have a name yet. This one is also fun. Starts with this nice big old hip.
This one's like genuinely hard, so if you want to test your skills, just definitely want to try out.
Yeah, especially the quad.
You might overshoot it on the e-bike.
Oh, I'm on downhill now. E-bike would be sick though. I wonder if you could. I still haven't hit the quad like the full. I've tripled.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, I sent it to the wrong direction.
If you stay low over that double before, I think you can get it pretty easy.
Okay. Another hip.
User 8619.3.141592 whatever. You can't play it on the Steam Deck. You probably cannot play multiplayer on it right now though. We have a ton of optimization to do with it, so it's probably a little bit laggy.
Didn't make it. So that is the one next to the Sandersons. The other one that's good, if you go to the leaderboard, we could fast travel, go to red light pledge, then you can hold B to back out of race mode. Just hop over this way. And we'll place a session marker right here. There's 2 trails you could take here. So we could take this one, which has multiple split lanes, or we can take this one, which is another jump trail. So I don't even know who originally asked about these jump trails, and hopefully you're even in here still watching. But if not, oh well, other people probably care. So here's this one. There's like a different lines. This is another kind of like a mega line. It's super big and huge. As I case it. Splits off again. Man, I'm casing everything. So yeah, so some of these bigger lines are actually quite difficult, as you can see. It's supposed to go up and over. So anyway, there's that one. Now let's hit this other little one. It goes on a little bit further, but you get the point. But the key is just explore the map and you'll find all kinds of jump lines. Wait, what's that down there? That look cool. Man, I'm horrible.
Bregan Reynolds asks, is this game more challenging than the other game? IDK, if I can say the name. Yeah, you can say the name. I would say Descenders, like for sure, it's easier than that, but there's a huge skill ceiling in Cranked. We want to make it easy to pick up, but hard to master. So you can get in here straight away, rip some laps on the trails, but yeah, it takes a little bit to get fast at the game. I find with Descenders, it's kind of hard to play for me personally. I'm just sliding everywhere. Then I'd say with Mavericks, I don't know. I've only played like an hour of that game, but definitely a little bit easier than Mavericks, I'd say. Yeah, just if you want to try it out, there is a free playtest on Steam. Get in there and give it a rip. Let us know what you think.
This is a new trail I just popped onto. What did we call this?
This is Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv.
You can double that too if you
really?
Not from the corner. You have to hop over that gap.
Oh, okay.
I told Cedric to make it a race line, but I don't know if it's viable.
Oh, came in too hot. Blew the corner. How much is access? Bregan. Currently, there's a free playtest on Steam, so you can get access for free, but that comes down Tuesday, and then after that, you could join our Patreon, $5 a month, or wait till the full launch on Steam, probably late this year, early next year. But look at this. You can just connect trails all the way. We were not even at the top of the mountain, but now we're on our third trail connecting. I mean, this map is just huge, and it's fun to kind of lace together different runs. I think when the game launches, we're going to have like a trail of the day kind of mode where we can take different trails and connect them and create new race courses based on different connections that are kind of like one-off and kind of have like a trail of the day type vibe, which I think would be cool.
Yes. Panini asks, how many people can you crank it with at one time? Well, currently, the server is open to 150 people. There's only 32 people in the server at the moment, but our goal is to kind of shoot for like 100 people in a server at one time. So I wanted to test the server capacity today, but no one's really joining the play. So if you want to help us test, go join the playtest on Steam, Mac, PC, Linux, hop in the multiplayer server and help us test the server out.
Minty from VT. Does controller vibration specify if you had a clean landing? We need to work on haptics more. Maybe a little bit. Like if you have a harder one, it'll be a harder vibration. Also, vibrations will go off like in grass and not in other places. So it kind of tells you if you're on the right material or whatever. But I want to improve haptics in the future. So I don't know if it's really a great indication right now. It does kind of help you let you know if you're like, I guess it doesn't anymore. I thought it'd help you sliding, but that's more audio cues than feeling. But if you got ideas for haptics, hit us up because we want to improve those. We haven't really done a second pass on them yet. All right, what's the event on? Far West. I don't want to do that. Let's go grind the new trails a little bit. Where are we at on trolley problem? We're not even on the first page, so let's try to get first page on all these.
The game name is called Cranked. You can find a free playtest on Steam. Just search it up on Steam. Request access to the playtest. You'll be granted access immediately, and you can hop in here and play with us. Mac PC Linux.
Yeah, here we go. New trail trolley problem. We got to get first page. We are currently in 11th, so I need to get one position higher. Oh.
Panini, there's no collision detection in multiplayer. When you're running a server at this scale, you have to do all collisions on the server, and that's just super expensive. So there's no player collision. We might look into it in the future for certain modes, but right now it's just more fun without collisions.
You know, right now it's mostly downhill style racing, like time attack, kind of like how downhill racing is in real life. So honestly, collisions would just frustrate me anyway. So it's not only because of technical reasons, but also design choice to not have collisions right now.
We experimented with client-side collisions like in the very, very early days of multiplayer, and since it wasn't server-based collisions, it was basically like running into a brick wall. So that's why we don't have any. Well, obviously the reasons that Joe just told you, but yeah, it's just it's really hard to do.
Who's in front of me? Banana? I'm coming for you, Banana.
Panini, what do you mean by a time trial style launch system? Maybe I'm not familiar with mountain biking enough. We do have the start huts at the start of races, kind of like UCI style.
Where'd that put me? We're in 6th. Hodge is beating me though, so that's a problem. We'll hit this one again. You probably cheated though. Hodge has been known to cheat.
No, dude, I don't cheat anymore.
Yeah,
too good.
Whatever, dude. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Hey, man, I took the command out to cheat. I did take it away from myself because otherwise I would.
All right, we're already second up. Lots of line choice on this trail, so I don't even know what all the best lines are yet. Like, should I go to the left here? Probably not in the grass like I just did.
Staggered releases like how it is IRL. I don't know if we'll do staggered releases just because that's a lot of waiting around for players. Yeah. Maybe if we have some like, I don't know, like replica series or something like that in the future, we might do that. But yeah, for right now, it's just going to be.
Yeah, people don't want to wait, so it's instant restarts and you just kind of grind as you want to grind. But in the future, we do want to have like replica World Series events where we live stream it. And in that kind of situation, there would be like a staggered start type deal.
M emoji, what bikes do you have in IRL? Well, I just have a Trek Roscoe 7 hardtail. I think Joe has a Santa Cruz Bronson.
Yeah, I got a Bronson. Soon, hopefully, a Mondraker Zendit as well. Is this going to be faster? No.
I think eventually I'll try to get a full suspension, but I'm mostly a dirt bike guy, motocross guy, so.
Plus, where you live, dude, like...
Yeah, you really don't need full suspension.
I ran a hardtail there for many years. But full suspension is nice, comfy.
I have a CRF 450. Caleb, the full game is not out yet right now, but if you want to give it a try, we have a free playtest on Steam. Just search up Cranked, request access to the playtest. You get it instantly on Mac, PC, Linux. The playtest will go till Tuesday night, so if you want to keep playing afterwards, you can support us on Patreon for $5 a month. Any builds that are released during your subscription, you get to keep forever. And if you spend $50 or more, Over the course of your subscription, you get a free Steam key when it releases.
Ty, it's all free physics, so you can scrub, whip, do whatever you want. Just move the sticks around, kind of like MX Bike's sort of style of gameplay movement. So yeah, like if I want to scrub, you just like lean it down like that. We will be working on like improving the scrubs in the future. I actually started working on that already, and we actually made them a little better this week by just making the lean a little more aggressive. But yeah, scrubs are going to be a big part of this game.
I don't know how to pronounce this username on the Red app, but they said, can y'all add a drop ramp so it can be put somewhere steeper? It would be really fun. I always forget this, but we actually do have a drop ramp that you can place in drone mode.
Have a what?
Like a ramp that you could drop down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do want to have like an object dropper mode. Right now we just have one like kicker you can drop wherever you want outside of race mode, but in the future we want to have more objects you can drop, kind of skate style.
Santi said, will there be a third person dynamic? Yeah, there is third person right now. We all think it's garbage, so that is something that is currently in the works, being developed by Tobias on our team. Not sure when we'll implement it, but we'll definitely be working on all the cameras for our Steez update coming up. Lucas said you guys should add a thing where you can build your own trails. Yeah, currently there's no way to do it like in game. Eventually we'd like that. It's gonna be hard to do, but can always make mod maps for the game. We have support for mod maps. Just go in Unity, make your map, and export it and play it in game. All the mod maps can be uploaded to Mod.io. If you want to find the game on Mod.io, just search up Cranked. I don't know how many we have, but it's quite a few.
Trying to get a better time on one of the new trails. It's not going well. Mostly skill issue. All right, let's move on for now. We are 10th there, first page. We're not first page on Roji Biv, so let's go hit up Roji Biv.
Tempura Cat Game says, yo, I'm a game dev as well. Just curious what game engine y'all are using. Looking sick. We are using Unity. Just kind of what we're all familiar with, and just what we like using. So,
what games you working on? So you're saying that line's wrong? I shouldn't be doing it like that?
I don't think you can double it from the corner. You have to kind of hop that corner to corner gap before it. Don't even have to jump. Just send it off the top there.
I'm confused.
You can't do it in race mode.
Oh. I see.
This says, what is your most anticipated feature for, from the Seas Pass?
I think like scrubs being better. Like whips and scrubs just looking and feeling better is my thing I'm looking most forward to.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's a Pure Cat Game says I'm making a roguelike called Dante's 9 using Godot.
Dante's 9, nice.
I've tried to use Godot before. I don't really like it. C# support is not really good. I don't really want to use GD script ever, so might have a look at it soon though.
I need to raise some gates here. If you guys ever get like a race fail, but you went through the gates, it could be that you went above a gate. And if that's the case, feel free to let me know. Like post a screenshot of the gate and what trail it's on, and I can raise it. Because there are like invisible walls you're riding through to trigger these. And I guess sometimes if we don't make them high enough, you can miss them, which is what's happening on me. I think coming out of this wall ride, you can like really send it. See if I can do it again. Nope. But I think coming out of this wall ride, you can probably hop over to this middle gate is the issue.
Yeah, I think I jumped over one earlier. Can't remember where I was at. ER said, what was the update on the playtest about? So we
Yeah, I can pull past
did some performance changes. We added some new trails. What else did we do? Improved chat.
Here we go.
I know, Joe, you had a lot of fixes.
Yeah, so we got 5 new trails, all with racing. There's even more without racing, but I didn't list those because these ones added to the map. So 4 blues and a black. We reworked game chat, 256 character limit. There's the formatting's better. It doesn't scroll on you when you're trying to read stuff. A lot of stuff with berm detection. There's also a YouTube video here that goes over all this in detail. But berm detection, what that does is we've always had in the game, but it detects when you're in a berm, and it leans the bike for you automatically so that the berm feels proper and it feels good. So we added a new setting now where you can actually turn that off, and you can just control it all manually with the right stick if you want to take manual control over the leaning. We also adjust the berm detection so you get less false positives. So sometimes the bike would start leaning before you were even in the berm, and it would kind of throw you off. So that's been reduced and fixed. And overall leaning now is much faster back and forth. So switchbacks, it's easier to kind of maneuver. We did a bunch of multiplayer improvement stuff for performance. It looks like it helped a little bit, but probably not as much as we need. So we'll probably have to readdress some of that stuff. I tweaked some stuff on Lakeside. The race gates are wider, so you can hit one of these new jumps that Cedric added. Some improvements with the fast time event UI. Tutorial has been fixed a bunch of bugs with the tutorial, fixed the bunny hop tutorial section to make it easier for you guys to jump that gap in the bunny hop tutorial, and then a bunch more bug fixes. So that was everything that was new in this version. But right now we're just grinding the new trails, trying to get first page on each one. See how fast the leaning is there? Like I can now just like really lean this thing over. It responds much quicker, which just feels better.
Rex is asking, what does invalid time mean? Just means Joe went outside the gates, and the time didn't count.
All right, so we'll stay low there. This trail's short, one of the shorter ones on the whole map. But we decided it's probably a good idea to have some shorties that are easy for newer players. So there we go. We shaved a second off. Let's see where that puts us. These leaderboards are slow. 14th still. Get out of here. All right, so we need to get a 45.6. Let's. If you guys don't know, you can click on the leaderboard. Whatever time you click on, your splits will be compared against that person. So here we go. To get on the first page, we need to beat the splits that we've got paired up against right now. Let's see. All right, we got them in first split.
Nick asked, do you guys plan on adding Easter eggs? Yeah, we have some fun stuff planned. I think there's one currently, like a small one at the top of the mountain, but
I think there's 2. I wonder if the other one's still there. Let's go look actually in a second. It probably is. Zach added it a long time ago. I wonder if I could remember how to find it.
X4 Shrev. You can play the free playtest right now on Steam. It'll be up until Tuesday night.
Boom.
Just search Cranked on Steam, request access to the playtest. You'll be granted access immediately, and yeah, hop in the multiplayer server with us.
All right, let's go find the other Easter egg if it still exists. I don't know if it does.
Mixa, I think the game is only like 5 gigs in storage. I might be wrong, but it's not a ton.
There's an Easter egg here somewhere. There used to be. high do I have to go?
I don't know there's one up in the sky. That's crazy.
Wonder if I passed it already. Or if it got removed. Wonder if any of the OG guys know. Any OG guys know if this Easter egg's still here?
Jack says you're way too low.
Oh my goodness, it's that high up. Gotta be getting close.
Jack says you can even place a ramp on it and spawn on it.
Oh my gosh. Where is it? It's crazy how high you can go.
You might reach the floating point precision distance pretty soon and start freaking out.
I would have thought it was like here by now. I feel like this is higher than it used to be. Oh, wait, did I just see it? No.
Corbin, Joe's trying to find a Easter egg, apparently. I did not know this existed. I only know about the other one.
I feel like I might be as high as I can go. Is it letting me go higher?
Yeah, it looks like it is based on the render distance. Jack says probably too high now, only visible from above. And then Esses says it's got to be higher.
I actually exited it. Anyway, I'm not doing it again. But if you go to this Siggy Stardust tunnel and go up, it's only. Wait, you guys say it's only. I wish I had faster. If you look up, so if you look up, you can't see it. Okay, so look down like this. There we go. Now I figure out how to speed it up. This should be better. Let's see if we can see it now.
Hippo, this game is playable on Mac. If you download the free playtest, you might want to lower your resolution. Just because the default Mac resolution is kind of high, and Macs aren't too great at gaming, so I had no clue that was there. That's hilarious, dude.
Stupid Easter eggs, you know, guys? Don't worry about it. Who's this loser? Who's this guy? Yeah, we got Easter eggs. We got dumb ones. Right, let's go see what the event's on. Or unless you guys want to do something else. It's on Prancer. I haven't played Prancer in a minute.
Yeah, Hippo. I think at one point we were planning on maybe not supporting Macs, but that's all of our laptops. Like Joe has Mac, I have a Mac, Brian has a Mac. So when we're on the road, we actually develop on the Mac. So I think that's kind of one of the reasons we support it.
Man, in general, the new like berm detection setting. I think I still have it. Do I still have it on? Yeah. I mean, I think having it on now just feels better too. Like, I kind of wanted an option to turn it off because it was getting in my way before, but now with it on, it doesn't really get in your way. So, overall, I think it's a win.
Yeah, I like the spacing on it for sure. Yeah, but you can use a controller on the Mac.
No.
I think Joe's used his Xbox Elite controller on the Mac. I typically use PlayStation controller on the Mac. Have you tested the Steam controller on the Mac yet?
No, I haven't tried it, but I'm sure if it works, I mean, in Steam, I would think it would work fine.
Yeah. It should work if you have Steam open. So. Obviously, the game's a little bit laggy on max, so performance is one thing that we know that we have to improve, but it's kind of hard when art hasn't really been in the scene yet. So once we get that rolling, we'll start on some better optimizations.
I gotta figure out who makes a case for the Steam controller, because that's one thing I like about the Elite. It comes with a case, so like when I'm traveling, I can throw it in the case, throw it in my bag.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably continue to travel with the Xbox one unless I get a case for the Steam one.
Nick on the music app said, will there be settings to change the time of day or weather, which would affect the track? I think we're planning on having some time of day changes and a little bit of weather, but I don't know. Maybe Joe is a little bit better suited for this question.
Yeah, I think time of day will probably come soon. I think Maggie actually started working on it already. Weather and like, you know, mud and all that stuff is something we want to do, but not really in the plans for 1.0. But I think after 1.0 we could try to do that, because I think it would be cool if it was like raining and then you get kind of like some puddles and mud and the track changes a little bit. Could be fun.
As I said on the red app, do you think you'll be able to get rid of the flicker you look to the bike when cornering? That's probably all camera, I would say. Yeah, we're planning on doing a lot of camera work soon, so we'll try to figure out what's going on. And if it's fixable, fix it for sure.
The thing with it is too, like some of it's input smoothing, and like if you like, I want my controls to be very twitchy and reactive. Like if I do something with the sticks, I want the bike to react basically immediately. So the more like the more you have, I don't know, the more twitchy and responsive it is, like it's going to start looking like that glitchiness. But if you smooth it out, it starts making the inputs feel kind of smoothed out and like numbed out and almost like a delay on things. So there's kind of like a give and take. We actually have some settings, I think. Yeah. So over here on the right hand side, if you put it in full screen mode, if you're over on the pink app, you can do the input curve, linear, different types, and you can add in input smoothing, and all that'll help make it look smoother. But it's kind of, in order to smooth it out, you're kind of delaying your inputs a little bit. So it's kind of a give and take. How do you play, Gray? We got a free Steam playtest going on this week through Tuesday. So head over to Steam, search for Cranked, and just hit the playtest button. You'll get accepted immediately. You could download this right now and start playing. You could hop in the multiplayer server with us and run this trail with me right now. Uh-oh. That was bad. Do I have time to finish? Yeah.
Jax wants you to try his flow trail before the stream ends.
Oh, you have a flow trail? Is it different than your...
He said it's on the Alps map, but to the left from where you spawn.
All right, we'll see what trail's next here, and if it's not one of the new ones, I'll go bounce over there.
Drew, there are some dust particles behind the bike, but it is not really mapped to any specific terrain texture or terrain type. So that'll be something that is coming down the line.
It actually is mapped to the different terrain types, but I think I just haven't mapped like all of them right now. But we already have support to like have different dust trails based on the material. We just haven't. We need an artist to actually create the trails. I made this one, and it's oh, it's not showing up. It's not great. All right, now I just screwed that up. All right, screw it. We'll just go check this out now. Mod maps, out playground. So it's to the left, you say? Like this way? You want to go down here? Dude, this goes forever. Or is there somewhere else? Yeah, okay. Dude, this is gnarly. All right, let's try it. Already, I'm not on it. Okay, you just have to make everything very hard, Jax. I should have known from you though.
Nick on the music app says, "Will you be able to get a replay of your best run and clip it in in different camos?" Yeah, we have a replay mode planned. It's kind of on the backlog of things to do right now, but yeah, eventually you'll be able to go in there, record your runs, change cameras, and then we're also gonna link the replays for the best times on the leaderboard too. So you can go in there and watch someone do their run, their best run.
That was not the path. I mean, I do see a trail. Looks like I almost hit it. Yeah. All right, let's try it again. Dude, you have so many lines on this thing. It's crazy. I feel like there's like a line this way.
Pinnum, this is actually a mod map created by Captain Jax over on the Red app. If you go play the free playtest on Steam, you can actually download this map and play it.
Terrible. Sorry, Jax, I'm making your map look like crap. I feel like I need more runway. That extra meter is going to help. See? Perfect. Oh, I went too far left.
This one looks hard.
It is hard. There's third person, but it's jank, and we're working on fixing it actively. Oh, I was going to do a flip and then realized that was a terrible idea.
I still haven't tested Tobias's changes yet on third person camera. I gotta do that.
Alright, we're just trying to stay alive now. Come on. Oh, come on. Give me the e-bike. Come on, e-bike. You can do it. There we go. Sometimes you gotta cheat a little bit. What's jank about it? Looks good? I don't know. I hate it.
No, it's terrible, dude.
Yeah, we'll improve it. It's not good enough.
Do you guys plan on adding any tail whips and other tricks? Yeah, well, we'll add some tricks in the future. But I think that's later on down the road, like version 2 or something.
I don't know if I'm into unmade territory now. Feels like this has kind of not been worked on yet. Yeah, dude, there's like so many lines. You're a madman, Jax. Got all these lines coming down here. Let's just try to like hit some of these. Let's just go put a marker right here and see if this works. All right, gotta hug that a little to the left. Ooh. Oh, that was close. Dude, that's fast and crazy. All right, let's see if we can hit this other line that I did before.
Hippo asks, have you taken any inspiration from the Descender series? Actually, our lead map maker, trail builder, is Antgrass from Descenders modding. So, yeah, I'd definitely say there's a little bit of inspiration there for sure.
Oh, that was close. All right. Let's go try something else.
Smith, you might have to restart your game. Currently, modding is a little bit buggy. Planning on fixing those, but just haven't had time the last couple of weeks due to us updating the playtest. So, yeah, restart your game. See if they load up in your menu.
Hippo, if you want to play, just go to Steam, search for Cranked, download the playtest. But I want to try this one again. I wonder if he's updated it. Probably not. Ooh, looks like another line coming in.
Sentient Meat. That's a crazy username. We do actually have ragdolling. It's a little bit broken at the moment, but that whole system is going to get redone probably within the next month or so.
All right. Let's see if we can get some flow going. This trail's super flowy. I dig this one.
Nick, I don't know if I have any specific questions for the viewers or the players, but curious if you play the game, how do you like it? We're always looking to improve the game and honestly do whatever we can to make this the best mountain biking game ever. So if you have any suggestions or any qualms with the game, let us know. We have a whole Discord section dedicated to feedback and bug reports. So if you want to hop in there and let us know how you're feeling.
Also really curious on the difficulty things. Like if you guys are having trouble, if the trails are too easy, too hard. Is there a good mix? We're trying to have a nice mix of all different difficulties. But let us know. If we need to tweak something, we will. I always overshoot that part. Yeah, this trail's smooth. Like this section, you get like a little rhythm section. I bet you could triple that. Yeah, it's fun doing like a corner and then just coming out and just blasting like a double or a triple.
We should try McKay's map. It looks pretty sick.
Is it up yet?
Yeah, it's called the Braze, I think. ERAES.
I've been wanting to try that. Yeah, I'll hop on in a sec.
Drew, yes, you can play on a keyboard. We don't have mouse support, but you can change the default keybinds if you don't like them. Bruno, hey, can I ask what differences do the bikes have? Maybe I'll pass this one to Joe since he's the one that set that up.
Yeah, that's fun. Let's go find yours and then we'll talk about yours. All right. The different bikes. So I have a graph somewhere, but I don't think I could pull it up very quickly. I don't think. Downhill is going to be the best for descents. It's going to be the best in like rock gardens and roots and hard impacts. Like you'll crash less from hard impact G-forces. Where trail bike and the downhill is going to be slower to turn, slower to maneuver, slower to flip, whip, spin. It's just kind of, it's a heavier, sluggish, kind of more downhill oriented monster truck. Do I need to restart? Do you see it in here? Where the trail bike is kind of on the opposite end. So the trail bike will be more twitchy. It'll turn better. It'll spin better. It'll bunny hop higher. It does all that stuff faster. It'll climb better. It accelerates better. But it's gonna like be. I can't do two things at once. Oh, you can't scroll with arrows in this. I'll have to fix that.
Yeah, too many maps in there.
The trail bike isn't as good in like rough stuff, and the G-force crash is way less, so you'll crash more from hard impacts. And then the enduro is kind of in the middle. And the e-bike is kind of the heaviest of the bikes, but obviously it has a motor and it's an e-bike, so it's like heaviest and the slowest, or like the slowest to maneuver but fastest pedaling. But they're, you know, you can test the physics out by 1 to 4 on your keyboard. But the balance is still kind of up in the air. So if you have feedback on the way they feel and if you think there should be changes, let us know, because we're actively tweaking those values over time. Oh, let me just get on top of the rocks. Don't worry about me, guys.
Yo, Cam McCall is in chat over on the Red app. What's up, dude?
What up, Cam? How you been, dude?
I'm loving your Instagram clips lately.
I think I went the wrong way. Yo, Cam, we need to sync up about Crankworks Whistler, because we're gonna be there. I hope you got a day, maybe a chill day. We could meet up, talk about the tutorial, and maybe spin some laps. Dude, this is gnarly. Like coming in here, this is kind of cool.
Hippo, the best performance change that you can make on the the Mac is lowering your resolution. That's kind of the biggest performance hit. You can also decrease your LOD bias, as well as moving the terrain pixel error up. Basically, it's just going to be the rendering is not going to be as precise farther away. So those are kind of like the main three, I would say.
Yeah, this is fun. I like how all the mod maps so far all have kind of a different vibe. It's nice seeing like different style of map making getting made.
Smith Snorko said, will the bikes eventually have all their own models? Yes. Currently, we only have the Frameworks downhill model, but we have some more bikes in the works. Just waiting to get the CAD files for our artists to make them and have some different models for all the different bike types.
Hey, tree. Let me back it up real quick, guys. Don't worry about me. Yeah, it's fun. I dig it. I like the look too. Try it with enduro, actually. Might even be nice on trail bike.
If you guys are wondering, the game name is called Cranked. We currently have a free playtest up on Steam. Just look up Cranked on Steam and request access to the playtest. You'll be granted access immediately. Get access to our open world map, multiplayer modding, Wales map, and it'll be up until Tuesday night. So make sure you get in there, play it over the weekend, join the multiplayer server.
I want to take a different line. There we go. There we go. Doing some, yeah, that was actually sick. That was sick. Only DH and enduro? Alright, let's try trail. Let's try it. I bet it's sick, because there's not like super hard impacts or anything. Bet this would feel nice and twitchy through sections like that. And I just died in.
That rock ride looks fun.
Yeah. Dude, I like the way I just hit that one rock thing last run. I gotta sneeze. Can I hold it off? Gotta make weird faces when you have to sneeze, and then it won't happen. See? It worked. Pro tip for you guys. Just pretend like you're a mouse. Make a mouse face. Dude, that line's just the sickest. Yeah,
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but yeah, we do plan on adding a DJ and some tricks later on down the road. Probably version 2.
Yeah, trail bike works good. Whoa, it's almost too twitchy. Do a little nose bonk. Any other mod maps we need to rip down? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Makai, that you'd put that like that and make me crash. There we go.
The full game is not out on Steam yet, but we do have a free playtest up right now. Just go request access and you get access to it immediately.
Skipping that because I don't need it. Let's hit this line. Oh, nope. Not where you want to go. Dude, I'm telling you, there's like some fun line right here. I just love that spot. It's the best spot. What replica track is on top of list to make the World Cup circuit? I think Leo Gang. I think Cedric's been working on a Leo Gang. I think there's another modder working on a Leo Gang. So I think Leo Gang. But let's go grind Mini World Cup because that has some Leo Gang inspired obstacles. Well, mainly the wall ride. But I'll be there. If anybody wants to join me, I will be at the new trail called Mini World Cup. Let's see what the event's on. Siggy. All right, Mini World Cup, here we come. If anyone wants to join.
Man, dude, there's a lot of people that wants us to make a motocross game.
Well, I know a guy. I think people want a motocross game that is like SimCady, but with actually good physics and controls and like feel like responsive and nice, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what we're lacking. I don't know. I haven't played Legends in a long time. I know they've done a ton of physics updates, so maybe that one is dialed in at this point. I'm not sure.
It's pretty good. I've played every once in a while, but yeah, it's I don't know, still not all the way there for me, I think.
Yeah.
980 Films, in case you didn't know, the original founders of this team worked at Turbo Rilla. They made Mad Skills Motocross 3, 2. And then
1?
I have my own separate project. Yeah, also 1.
And my first sector was fast.
We actually were making a motocross game together, Mad Skills Motocross Chasing the Dream, but just couldn't get the funding for it, unfortunately. But maybe we'll get back to it someday.
Uh-oh. I need to move that marker just because I always miss it. I feel like if you land in the grass, it's going to be fine. So I need to widen that one. Oh, that was going to be really nice. Snowcross 2 and add whips. That'd be sick. Or we could just add whips to Snowcross 1. Snowcross game didn't do as good as the other one, so very low chance there will ever be a Snowcross 2. The game's kind of has seasonality to it as well. Like it'll do better in the winter, obviously. Which I noticed recently Shredders is that way. Like we're looking at player numbers from Shredders. Amazing game. It's crazy, man. It's so seasonal. Like during the winter, they get way more people playing.
Actually, I just picked that up on a sale recently. I haven't really got too far into it, though.
Oh, was that in? Yeah. Leo Gang.
The game name is Cranked. You can find it on Steam. We have a free playtest going. Just go request access, and you'll get it instantly. PC, Mac, and Linux.
Oof. Getting bucked. I think we're green. Yeah, we're green. See what we can pull together here. If I can clear all this section cleanly, I should be able to shave some time off. Uh-oh.
This track is called Mini World Cup. It's actually one we released today. Brand new.
All right, there's 3 seconds better. Where does that put me? 3rd. And we're close. Oh, we're going to get first. Let's go for a world record. Student, don't be playing right now. Go work on your mod, Matt.
Aaron asked, can you please make the whip mechanics better? Yeah, definitely planned. Kind of been experimenting with them a little bit, but more so planned for our Steez update, which is coming in a few months probably.
How many new tracks are there, Freddie? We got 5 brand new race trails that were added today. 4 blues because we decided from feedback. We've been kind of watching people play the playtest and getting feedback, and I think there was a need for some easier trails. So 4 blues, which are easier, and this one is a black. There's also more trails that Ancrest have been working on all throughout the map, but these are the ones that have racing and that are on the actual map now. I really want to cut that corner, but I keep hitting that tree.
Hippo, if you want to join the multiplayer server, just download the playtest and hit the multiplayer button on the main menu. Should join you right to the server.
What is Steez? Yeah, you want to explain the Steez pass, or you want me to?
I'll give it a shot, but you might have to back me up. So, Steez is honestly just how everything looks like. We want it to be flowy and look sick and feel cool.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know.
Yeah,
stylish is just a good way to explain it. Yeah, I don't know if you want to add more to that.
Yeah, so basically we're just going to work on all the things that make it look and feel like more steezy and styly, like rider positioning, body movement, whip scrub, and like, you know, the movement of those, kind of all that stuff, like third person camera, you know, like if we pop out into drone, like you could see the body position's not accurate, like his back is all hunchbacked, and you know, he just doesn't look proper. So that's what the Steez update is going to be, us making it all look and feel more styly and steezy and better.
Frillo said, why on the requirements on Steam it says you need a GTX 970 but with a GT 1030 iLag with low graphics? I know it's kind of backwards, but the GT 1030 is actually a worse card compared to the GTX 970. The 970 has more CUDA cores, I believe, and also has 4 gigs of RAM, and the GT 1030 only has 2. So the 1030 is a little bit more entry level card and performs a little bit worse.
Are you pulling this off the top of your head, or did you Google that?
No, I knew that.
Jeez, dude. I don't know how you know.
I used to be deep into like PC stuff.
4 or 5 generation of graphics cards old. You're just pulling out facts.
Well, I had a 970.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have a 1030 though, but
I think my first PC that I built, I think, had a 1080.
Oh yeah, it was like the beast back then.
I think I went from 1080 to a 30. What did I have? Was it like a 3090 and then to a 4090 or something?
Yeah, nice. I wouldn't be able to fit like a 4090, 5090 in my PC. My 4070 Ti like has like a millimeter space.
Dang.
Between my rad.
Yeah, that's why I had to get one of these big cases. Because that 4090 is chunky.
Oh yeah. Graphics cards used to be like so small. It's so funny now.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Oh, it was good until it wasn't.
Does this cost money on Steam? Actually, we have a free playtest on Steam right now. If you search up Cranked, there'll be a button to request access. You'll get access immediately. And then you can come in here, play the open world, join multiplayer, play some mod maps, play the Whales map. And the free playtest will be up until Tuesday night. And it's gonna go away for a while. So if you want to keep playing after the playtest, you can support us on Patreon for $5 a month. Get access to all the builds that are released for that month forever. And if you spend $50 or more on Patreon, get a free Steam key when the game releases.
How was that not in the blue or the green? That fell way fast.
Shrew me. I don't know if I said that right, but yes, multiplayer is always on the Patreon build.
Oof.
It's pretty packed. Like every night, you can get in there and there'll be like 10 people playing. So
we did not. We improved, but not enough to go up a spot. Get in there. The OG map from the playtest, she gone. Okay. Yeah, it's gone. The physics changed too much, and that map wasn't running smooth. And instead of putting a bunch of time into fixing it, just kind of took it out. We might put time into fixing it later and make it like a hidden Easter egg map in the open world somehow. But for now, it's gone.
How long have you been working on the project? It's been in development for a little over a year now.
390 something days, I think. So just barely over a year. Whoops, that bucked me weird.
Decky, I'm just curious. You're saying fix the lag on PC. What are your PC specs? We haven't really got like super in depth into optimization yet, just because we don't have the final art, but it is something that we are aware of. It's something that we want to work on in the future. So, yeah, just curious what your specs are. Right now, it makes it even worse in the multiplayer. Whenever there's a large amount of players, we're trying to solve that too. Yeah, and this is our game. We just said we've been working on it for a little over a year now. I forgot the number that Joe said already, but yeah, it's Joe's baby, and doing the best we can to make this the best mountain bike game in the world.
Oh, here we go. Come on.
We're obviously a little bit biased, but honestly, I play this game more than anything right now.
It's just so much fun to get in here and rip lines and do these race runs where it's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm in third on the global leaderboard and I'm trying to get first, and it's just something addicting about really just trying to dial it in and nail that perfect line. And you can feel yourself slowly getting faster and faster when you like grind a trail like this. Instant restarts, you know, it's easy to like just rip another run. Or you can go wander around and explore the open world and free ride around and do whatever you want. You know, it's kind of how you want to play. But my style of play is racing and being competitive. That's what I like.
Blake, sorry I missed your question. I'm kind of trying to scan two chats at one time here, but no, you cannot play this on Xbox at the moment. We do have the plans to release on console eventually, but that is not coming for a while.
Hopefully next summer 2027 or so is our goal, but we'll see what happens. Oh, that was bad. I encourage you guys, if you have played other mountain bike games out there, try Cranked because it feels different than all the other ones. The physics are completely different. We've done our own physics, and you know, this game kind of was created out of my passion for mountain biking and my dissatisfaction with the other games on the market. They're all good and they're fun, don't get me wrong, and I've played them all and been fans of them all, but they didn't kind of scratch the itch that I wanted, which was a more competitive, race-oriented, kind of realistic trails with proper tech. You know, I don't know why, like none of the other games, well, I do know why, it's because it's hard, but you know, most of the other mountain bike games, none of them really have tech stuff. If you pay attention, it's all smooth. It's really hard to make bike physics work on crazy stuff like this right here. And ours still isn't perfect, but it's already super fun and feels more like real life trails than competitors. But if you're just into like flowy jump lines and stuff, the other games are fun. But if you want techie bits, rocks, roots, this is where it's at. That's how you screw up rocks right there. Pin M says it feels real. I mean, that's our goal. The biggest compliment we get from other riders is this is the first game they've played that they say feels like they're actually on their bike, and that was our goal from the beginning. Try to replicate the feeling of being on your bike, and that's our goal, is to work as hard as we can to just replicate that feeling. We want everyone in here to feel like you're like Jackson Goldstone, jumping around, hitting crazy gaps and race runs and hitting trees like that, you know, smacking into trees. What makes your time invalid? Missing a race gate. So if I go outside a yellow gate and when I pass the next gate, it'll say invalid time. Also missing a timing gate. So timing gate acts just like a regular checkpoint, like these yellow gates. So if you go around a timing gate, you'll also fail. These gates do have a vertical limit, but I've tried to make them high enough to where you never reach that vertical limit, but sometimes I make mistakes because, you know, that's how it goes. So sometimes if you pass over one too high, it'll also fail, and if that's the case, let me know which one it was, and I can fix it in the game. But that's what makes it invalid. Also, on the e-bike, you can race on the e-bike, but when you cross the finish line, it won't record and save your time. That'll also invalidate your time. Is there anything else that can invalidate your time, Hodge, or is that it?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
That's all good. I think it's just going outside the gates or using the e-bike. Also, if you like hop in drone mode or anything like that, it's gonna exit race mode, and you're not gonna be able to finish.
Thanks for the compliment, David. We have played MX bikes. Damien, our artist, and I have been playing since it came out in 2015. Damien was one of the main guys that got modding started in that game, so very familiar with it. Still play it a lot to this day. I know Joe plays it too, so yeah, we love it.
Yeah, MX bikes
Aiden,
is big inspiration too for the game.
Yeah, especially camera movement, stuff like that. Aiden asks, are y'all going to have actual bike brands? Currently, our bike model is the Frameworks Downhill, and we have some other ones in the works right now too. And last week, we added our first branded gear, Fox gear. Not sure what the design name is, though.
Ooh, I forget. I should know, but I forget. Chaotech? No, it's not that.
I think that's the helmet, maybe. Yeah, I think there's plans to add whistle sounds in the future, but
yeah.
Currently we just have some placeholder sounds, but we actually have a new sound designer that is doing some new sounds for us.
Yeah, hopefully we get some new sounds in the game in the next few months. We'll definitely start getting some improved bike sounds. These were placeholder. I mean, these are nice, and they're actually recorded from real bikes, but we want to do better. All right, I've been taking the middle line. I wonder if left is going to be any faster. Ooh, it does spit you out nicer. I think I like that. Are we back 1.8? I don't know if I can make up 1.8 here. Whoa.
Beepson asks, how's the performance? Can I play it on my potato laptop, or does it need a little juice? We're definitely GPU bound, so you need somewhat of a decent GPU. Probably like 4 gigs of RAM on your GPU. Performance is definitely one of our pain points right now, I would say. So we're doing some things to alleviate it, but we can't really go all out on optimization yet because the art is not finalized yet. So once we get a little closer at that, really going to hammer on the performance. And especially too, if you're in the multiplayer server, there's a lot of people in there, the performance gets worse. So that's one of the things that we tried to fix with the update that we released today, but I think it helped a little bit, but not fully. So we'll continue our progress there.
This is a horrible run. That was like the worst run I've ever done in my life. Tech feels like a trampoline. Are you basing that off of what you see or what you feel? Because it doesn't feel like a trampoline. Also, some of my runs are bad.
No, we don't currently have any plans to have Whistler Bike Park in the game, but if they want to partner with us in the future, that'd be pretty sick.
There, that's the angle I wanted. Uh-oh. Wall ride? Yeah. Sometimes you gotta just pull a wall ride out mid-run. Oh, come on. We gotta keep going. This run's too good.
I mean, I think with the tech stuff, you kind of just got to play the game and get a feel for it. Because in real life, you're not just going to monster truck through it. Kind of got to have a little bit of finesse.
Oh, I think I missed that. Missed multiple. I want to practice this line. Yeah, I mean, you still do need to worry about line choice. Like, that's the whole point of the tech. So if you're hitting all the big rocks and roots, you know, you are going to get tossed around a little bit. But in real life, you're hitting that stuff a lot of times, you know, you're feeling your bike move underneath you. You kind of get bucked around at times. At least I do.
Yeah, good question, Aiden. I was also a little bit confused as why there's so many Aidens in chat.
They're all bots.
They might be.
Dude, this corner right here, if you set it up for it, this one, that feels so good. Keep screwing up that. This is a slow guy. Get out of my way.
Are you still in the game mode? I feel like this has been running forever.
What's been running?
The game mode? Like, are you in it right now? The fast time?
Oh, no. I'm just grinding this trail.
Oh.
Because I just want to play this trail. Oh, that was fast. Oh, 1.2 up and then I screwed it up. This is what makes it addicting, is just grinding these times. Slowly but surely learning the lines, getting a little better.
We have an emoji username that asked, will you ever add ragdoll physics? We currently do have ragdoll physics. They're a little bit broken, but we're going to change them out for something better in our Steez update coming out in probably like a month or two. Is it better with controller or keyboard and mouse? The game is definitely made for controller. You can play on a keyboard. We don't really recommend it if you have a controller, but definitely doable.
Basically,
if you're playing,
keyboard... Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, if you are playing on a keyboard to bunny hop, you hold down Shift to crouch and then spacebar to jump. But you can change the key bindings if you want to.
There it is. The wall tap. Dude, that wall tap's money. All right, let's see if we can get a run in. We're 2 seconds up, and then we can switch trails because you guys are probably bored of me on this one. You don't want to jump into roots. You can roll over them decently, but like landing in them will screw you up like that. We're still technically up a little. Let's keep it going. I think I missed. How did I not miss a gate there? Uh-oh. Man, that was going to be good because that's the new line I found. I think it's going to be faster. Wonder if I'm still sitting third. Yeah. Still sitting third. I want to get one more new PB and then we can switch trails. Oh, is that in? No, I was going to say that was wild. That was wild. Just slide into the timing gate. Dang it.
I think it's slippery, dude.
Seriously. We all just keep sliding off that rock. Make more potato graphics support for MacBooks. I mean, we've run it on as low as like an M1 Max MacBook Pro. But, you know, there's only so much you can do with Mac.
WWDC, is that it? WWDC is in a couple weeks, so I'm hoping they have some more game stuff for us. Like that game mode metal.
Yeah, it would be nice. Is there going to be music? Eventually we're going to try to get music in, but it's not super high priority. I think a lot of people just blast their own music in the background. So hope is to get some music, but yeah, not anytime soon. We will have new bike sound effects coming in the next couple months, though.
We don't have a career mode plan, but we do have challenges for each zone that you have to go in there and complete.
I don't know. I'd call it. I guess it depends on your definition of a career mode, but I kind of call it a career mode.
I guess I'm thinking like story mode probably.
Yeah, there's not going to be a story per se, but there will be like a main core loop and a progression system and a whole thing you need to do to unlock everything and progress, and so. Just want to get a better time. We're so close.
We are big MX bikes players around here, so love the MX bikes physics. I was pro in MX Simulator for a long time, but I don't really play that game anymore. Mostly MX bikes for me. In a dirt bike game.
Two seconds. That was slow. That was slow. That's a tree. Screwing it up.
Yeah, Dylan. I think we both have done BMX in the past. Joe probably more so than me.
I think I need to scrub that first one. Will this be faster? What's my best right now? 122, so probably not. No. Oof, that was very slow. Last sector.
Yeah, we already do have some dirt jumps over in, I don't know what section it is, but we do plan on adding a dirt jumper in the future. Yeah, so we bike in real life. Joe probably more so than me. Mostly a dirt bike guy, but I do a little bit here and there on the mountain bike.
Oh.
Whiteside, I played the game and it's just not fun. Curious, what was the issue with it? What didn't you like with the game? We're always looking to improve the game and the fun factor.
Yeah, any
Obviously,
feedback is going to help.
Not every game is going to be for everyone, so if you can tell us what you don't like about it, and you could really help us out.
The mechanics were not realistic enough. All right. I will say too that I think learning all the different physics and all that takes some time. I don't know how much time you spent. But a lot of the mechanics we're still working on improving, like whips and scrubs aren't realistic enough. Third person isn't good enough. So it's a work in progress. We got wheel colliders issues to deal with, and
Jackson said, play the playtest and I like it, but I think you guys should look into the controls of MX bikes. What specifically do you mean? Riding a dirt bike and riding a mountain bike are two totally different things. They just have, different body positions, different mechanics. So curious what you mean on that.
there's the line right there. Uh-oh. That's not the line. Oh, we're good. Get in there.
Yeah, Jackson, we do have a lot of work on the rider lean to do, but you just don't lean the same way you do as on a dirt bike when you're riding a mountain bike. Why the game has changed a lot in the last couple of months, so curious what you think about it now. There is currently a free playtest on Steam if you want to give it a try. It has the map that Joe's playing, multiplayer, modding, the Wales map. If you played the old playtest before, it's totally different.
Yeah, it's very different. Also, the old playtest was kind of trash, if I'm being real. Maybe we put it out too early, but You know, we never said we were going for a realistic simulator by any means. You know, we're not trying to like replicate real world physics or anything. What we're trying to simulate is the feeling you get on the bike, and I think we've actually done a great job of that. You know, the feedback we've been getting from players is that this reminds them of riding their own bike and the real bike, and that's kind of what we wanted. Like when I play the other mountain bike games, none of them to me feel like a mountain bike. So we're just trying to get that feeling across as best we can while still making it fun and accessible and not like some crazy hardcore simulator. I was going to try your line and then I just hit a tree. I would not say Shredders is a realistic simulator at all. Shredders is amazing, and I've always said I want Crank to be like the mountain bike version of Shredders. But Shredders is very simcadey, I would say. Probably skewing more towards the arcade side of things than anything. But yeah, we're going for a very similar vibe to Shredders. How am I can't I get 1.5 up in the first split and then I can't put a run together? This is getting ridiculous.
Customization is planned. It's not going to be like super duper in depth that you'll be able to change your bike, probably some parts, probably some colors. The thing about with branded bikes and stuff is we have to get permission from the company to allow like custom parts, so or like color changing. So it's not going to be like crazy in depth, but you'll be able to do a little bit.
All right, here we go. See if we can lock it in and just finish a run and move on.
Hippo, you can race the e-bike. However, the times do not upload. In the future, we're gonna have a separate leaderboard for e-bikes.
Oh no. Am I gonna get a better time? Barely. Still didn't move me up. That's all right. We'll move to something else. What do we got? Trolley problem. Couple minutes left on trolley problem.
Hippo, it kind of depends on the trail you're on. On the trail that Joe's on right now, I think I ran my time on an enduro bike. But if it has like a lot of chunk, big jumps, downhill's probably better. Tight trails probably trail bike. And an enduro's good for like in between stuff.
What's happening? I tried to do like a little 180 nose bonk with 360 deal, but it didn't work out. I wonder what this trail. I feel like this trail's probably downhill, but I don't know. Ooh, that fell fast. 3 seconds up. Oh, what was that? I wonder if that was the wheel clip bug. What? Oh, I forgot this is fast time, so I'm not racing against my best. I'm racing against the guy in front of me. I was like, well, how am I 10 seconds up?
Yeah, no, we have some actually different like quote unquote biomes planned for this map. But in the future, we're gonna have some different maps like urban, downhill, and tropical stuff. So.
Ooh, this feels fast. New PB, maybe? Not a new PB. What is my PB on this? 131.451, and what did I just do? A 130. Wait, that was a PB. How come I didn't say a new PB in the chat?
Don't know. I can't actually see the chat. Rip.
I can't either. Oh, there. Fast time event ended. Weird. See if I can get one more time. You get a 2-minute grace period at the end of a fast time event. So I got 2 minutes to try to lay down another hot lap. Ooh, that's faster than last round. That should be good. This should say like 1.5. Oh, 6. I'll take it. That's a new line. That's a bad line.
The tricking seems a little wonky. Is that intended? What do you mean? There's kind of different mechanics for flipping and spinning. Kind of want to tuck into your flips and spins. Maybe Joe can explain that after this round, but yeah, there's different ways to do stuff.
We're also going to redo some of the air physics, like so some of it's work in progress. Like some of the spins and flips are maybe a little too off axis and kind of weird, but yeah, you want to stand up in a spin to spin faster, and you want to tuck in a flip to flip faster, like you would in real life. So if you're not doing that, you should. Yeah, air physics are something we're going to be working on. All right, let's vote. Trolley prom, acrophobia, cedar flush. I can never see the bottom one. Drives me nuts. Lakeside. What do we want to do? Kind of want to vote for none and see what random one we get, but someone voted. Back to trolley problem, which is fine. Got 26 people up in here. See a bunch of new trails were added. Got some new ones over here. Downset Go, Heartwood. We got a couple over here. Like Roy G. Biv. Mini World Cup. Let's join. Back to Trolley Problem. Let's try it on. Wait, let's see. What's the top dog doing? Downhill. You're on Enduro. Let's try Enduro. I feel like the start will be faster on Enduro.
Yeah, it was for sure.
Because it's almost like
the middle section I'm a little iffy about, but you just hit 604 FPS. What kind of computer do you have, dog?
Damn. I thought performance was trash.
Oh, in the lobby. Oh, that's someone else. I was gonna say in the lobby doesn't count.
I'm getting 100 right now. Like when there's not that many, when there's only 26 people in here, I mean, 100 FPS. I feel like that's better than it was last week.
And the bike feels too long and big. Yeah, Joe just explained that we have a lot of work left to do on the air physics, so that'll be coming relatively soon, I would say.
It also depends on which bike you're on. If you're on the downhill, it's going to feel a lot different in the air than if you're on the trail bike. So
yeah, try
out the different bikes and see maybe if you like a different bike better.
The thing about the air physics right now is it's kind of using the grounded physics a little bit. So I feel like that's kind of why you're getting that feeling. But yeah, it's going to be changed eventually.
Can you do Mini World Cup, please? Yeah, we were just on there, but I can do it again. We were just ripping this for a good, like, what, 30 minutes or more? When he tries to push the back of the bike left or right on a jump, it seems a little wonky. What do you mean? Talking about like scrubs and stuff? Because I think that feels nice.
Still have berm detection off?
I have it on now.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, never mind. Alright, well if you find a way to explain it, let me know. Yeah, but there's a lot of things that still annoy us. So over the next months and years, we'll be slowly tweaking things. Be one thing if we were sitting here saying our game was perfect, but it's not, and we know it. So we'll fix it up the best we can. We're like working on this thing all day, every day, pretty much. Can you do
I guess
rock merch? Yeah, let's do rock merch.
I guess kind of on that note, if you guys want to hop in the free playtest, you have until Tuesday. Get in there, play it. Hop in our Discord. Let us know how you like it, or let us know if you don't like it.
Rock merch is sick.
I set a new PB on here earlier today.
Nice. With berm detection on or off? Did you say something? I didn't hear your response.
Oh, I said on. Maybe my mic didn't pick up.
Oh.
I think I gotta adjust my gain.
That was sloppy. Can I still play the latest after you turn it off? No. Once we turn it off, you will not be able to play it. What is it when you're in the air and you throw the bike sideways and then it straightens before landing? Ah, yeah. So if you don't like the way that feels, that's a setting. Go to gameplay, and the second thing here, in here, auto rotation, turn it off. I think, is that on by default? And why is this tied
Just
to
about to ask you.
track markers? Wonder if my mouse was, no, it's weird. But yeah, you want to turn in-air rotation off. It's more of for beginners or people who want to like throw a whip and then let go of the sticks and let the bike turn back. But if you turn it off, you get full control and it's not going to try to correct you. I haven't played. You were just thinking, look, oh, okay. Yeah. This game really, you got to feel it. Like we're not done with the visuals yet. So visually it's kind of hard to pick up on things, but the feeling is what matters the most to us.
Yeah. Playtest is free right now. It's running until Tuesday, and then we're gonna shut it off for a while. So go play it while you can. And then after the playtest, if you want to keep playing, you can support us for $5 a month on Patreon. And any builds that we release for that month that you're paying for, you get to keep forever. And if you spend more than $50 on Patreon, you'll get a free Steam key when it releases. Jackie Joe boy, we actually do have a branded bike in the game right now, the Frameworks Downhill, and we have a couple more in the works. And last week we just added our first branded gear set, the Fox gear. We'll have some more coming down the line too.
Anyway, this is rock merch. If anyone wants me to rip another trail, let me know which one, and I will throw some laps down it. This is not going to work.
Nikki, currently you can't play it on any consoles, but we're planning on releasing it on consoles sometime next year. What do you consider the hardest trail? For me, I don't know if this counts because it's technically 2, but Prancy Stardust. It's hard to make it all the way down on that one.
Really? Nah, dude, I think
if I'm trying, like if I'm not trying, I could probably make it down pretty easy.
Is Roosevelt Avenue? Well, the hardest rated ones here. This is the hardest one. It's skill issue. Let's go show you skill issue. So you can get to skill issue by going to junior, back out a race, and skill issue is going to be right here. Pro line. So any of the pro line ones are going to be the hardest. I don't think I've made it through this trail in one piece yet.
Oh, I haven't even attempted this one. Aaron said acro over in on the Red app.
Interesting.
I kind of agree.
That one is tough, but
I've been struggling with the jump up into that high line on acro.
See, we're not gonna make this. Just restrike.
Yeah, the whales map is hard, especially if you're trying to push real hard. You really got to break a lot on that map now. Ice. No, we actually do have a suggestion / idea place on Discord. If you want to join our Discord server. Recommend anything?
This is the hardest trail, but it's also maybe the most like silly, unrealistic trail. But it's still fun. We gotta have some crazy stuff in the map. I mean, we're gonna probably have close to 100 trails by the end of it, maybe 60, 80, 90, 100. I don't know. We got 50 now. Our goal was 40, and we just keep upping it. So who knows? But anyway, with that many trails, kind of get the freedom to make some crazy ones. All right, we're gonna get this.
The gap is insane.
Can't even do this part now. I'm trying to go too fast. Yeah, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron, oh, go ahead.
Like a under behind waterfall trail. I can't wait for that too. We've been talking about getting this water stuff figured out. I actually started working on the water stuff and then got sidetracked with a bazillion other things.
Like once we get like the rivers and creeks and waterfalls in there, it's gonna look sick. Rather than seeing those transparent white meshes in there.
Uh-oh. Telling you, we haven't even made it through the whole trail. This thing's hard. That's why it's called skill issue. This will be a challenge in the game just to get through this without crashing. Like one full run, clean, top to bottom. All the pro line trails will have a challenge that is just get through them in one piece without a crash or a restart.
The only person I've ever seen complete this trail is Sutin.
Can you do your favorite trail? Oh, what's my favorite right now? It changes so much because Cedric is making trails like at the pace of, I don't know. He's doing like probably 10 a month or something crazy right now. Like we just did 5. He just did 5 in like a week. So I'm trying to think what's my favorite at the moment. Oh, anyway, let's just show you the rest of it since I can't ride it. Anyway, you hit that, you come over here, you hit this little like hippie thing. Come back over this way, onto another crazy skinny with a gap, onto another skinny. This part's not too bad, just single tracky. Then you come out, more skinnies. This part's hard, gap up to this skinny. This part's hard, gap up to this skinny, another gap up to this, and then that ends. That's probably the hardest trail. My favorite trail, let's go figure out what my favorite trail is right now. Man, I really like in Mini World Cup. I don't know. Do you have a favorite right now, Hodge? The Little Dipper, Big Dippers are good. Are you talking? Because I don't hear you. Oh, did Hodge, did we lose Hodge? We did lose Hodge at some point. I don't even know when that happened, but hey. Whoops. Probably because his dogs are barking. You need probably to take him out or something. Since he's not here, will there ever be weather effects? Yes, that's in the plans. I don't know. It's just so hard to pick a favorite. I think in the moment, it's Mini World Cup. Hodge, do you have a current favorite?
Yeah, I like Rock Merchant, but you already played it. But I do like Little Dipper right now.
Yeah,
Big Dipper's pretty fun.
Let's go rip on a dipper.
And yeah, I did have to straighten up my dogs.
Little Dipper's cool because I think it's unique. A lot of like interesting elements to it that are very memorable. Like the trees you can smack into. Siggy Stardust used to be your favorite. Yeah, Siggy Stardust was my favorite for a long time. Will there ever be pillars for the floating platforms? Yes. So at some point an artist will get in here and help decorate and make stuff look nicer. We're just kind of gray boxing the trails out right now. Then that artist come through later and make it look good. Where can you download? You can download it on Steam. There's a free playtest going on until Tuesday, and I recommend you play on controller, not keyboard and mouse. I kind of want to make it controller only, but enough people talked me out of that. They said, you know, enough people want a keyboard and mouse. We left it, but it's really meant and designed for controller.
Actually, I use keyboard a lot when I'm testing. Kind of nice
Really?
to have pull out my controller for it.
That's good.
Not when I'm doing like real runs, but
oh, what about flowers? Yeah, definitely flowers, grass, trees, more bushes, shrubs, ferns, animals, butterflies, fireflies, different time of day, weather, all that kind of stuff will come later and make the game look way better. How long have we been going for? It's coming on 3 hours.
yeah.
Guess we could call it. Let's get a time.
Yeah. Whenever you want to, I'm good for whatever. Yeah, we're gonna add a bunch of animals too. Try to really make this place look alive, feel alive. We have some cool plans for the animals. I think.
Oh, I hit that tree. I did a tree tap with my back wheel right there, I think. That was sick. Too bad it's not going to be faster. But anyway, that's a Little Dipper. That one's one of my favorites right now. Another one of my favorites is this one. One arm scissor lower, which is, I'm biased because I made it. But if you come to this section right here, this is one arm scissor lower. And I just think it's really fun, flowy, beginner flow trail. You can really practice kind of jumping into berms, hitting gaps, throwing stuff. There's a lot of cool little lines. There's also a race trail on this one. Anyway, we live stream every Thursday, YouTube and TikTok. Thanks for hanging out. We did update the playtest today, so if you guys haven't yet, there's a free Steam playtest. It is available for Mac, Linux, or Windows. So check it out on Steam. It's called Cranked. It'll be open till Tuesday, and you get access to everything. This huge map with over 50 trails. You get modding, whales, all kinds of stuff. Multiplayer, new event mode. You can join our Patreon if you want to support us. $5 a month will get you access to all of our development builds. So basically the build you're getting to try out this week is the Patreon build, and this is what Patreon members get. We typically do an update every week for them. We also have a free Patreon. So if you guys want to hop over there and join the free Patreon, you'll get updates from, we do weekly updates over there. So that's the gist. Thanks for everyone for hanging out. Be sure to wishlist if you haven't yet. We finally hit 10,000 wishlists last week, on our way to 20,000. How'd you get? Any final words?
No, man. Thanks for everyone for coming to the stream. Join the multiplayer server if you haven't. Really want to get some more testing done on that, and yeah, that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Catch you guys later. Will there ever be trails that jump over, cross over other trails? Oh, there's already tons. Get in there, try it out, see what you think. Are you playing MX Bikes or the mountain biking mod? No, this game's called Cranked. Try it out, free on Steam right now. Playtest this week. Okay, gotta go. Bye.